We are live and sold out in the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the showpiece event in the WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WrestleMania. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start as we aim to finish. And that is white hot inside the Allegiant Stadium. And it's all on the line. 6 men, 1 briefcase, and only one way to win. The Money in the Bank ladder match kicks us off right here, right now. Here we go. And this man, the giant Australian, Bronson Reed, has genuinely thrown his name in the hat to be one of the top contenders for a world title, even if you take away the fact that he could potentially be Mr. Money in the Bank. You have to believe that Bronson Reed is on the trajectory of someone who will take a world championship with him at the conclusion of a show one day, but can he take the briefcase tonight? That is the ultimate question. As I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in the Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada, for WrestleMania Night 1. There is no stop. There is no break in the action for either night. And that is exactly what we saw on the kickoff show. Thank you so much to Deontay for doing that for us. But now, we're into the main stuff. And it doesn't get any bigger than this to start off WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. Bronson Reed ready to go. And this man, Johnny Wrestling, who is getting somewhat of a mixed reaction here in Las Vegas. He he's sunk to a couple of unusual lows for someone like Johnny Gargano in the lead up to this match. He has been going toe-to-toe with Rusev, who, as we mentioned in the build-up to WrestleMania, is the only former world champion amongst the ranks of these 6 men. Johnny Gargano feels as though it's his time to prove that he indeed can scale that mountain. Many believe that Johnny Gargano is forever the bridesmaid, never the bride. He wants to prove that wrong tonight. As you see that briefcase hanging high above the air. There's only one way to win this, ladies and gentlemen, and it's real simple. Scale that 20-foot ladder and bring down the briefcase, and perhaps the man that is most equipped physically to do so in terms of speed. He is lightning inside that 20-by-20 ring, and Kalisto brings all of that skill set to this match tonight. Could be one of the real dark horses, of course. The leader of Death from Above, MDA. Massive ovation for Kalisto. We mentioned in the lead up that he could be the most well-equipped. I think he and Johnny Gargano could be the most well-equipped for a ladder match. We know that they're both fearless. And I think there is an element of no fear amongst all of the competitors that enter into a ladder match. But this man, well, don't take his wackiness for weakness. Austin Theory has shown that yes, while he is conniving, while he is self-obsessed, while he is incredibly vain, he is incredibly dangerous once the bell rings. And well, Austin Theory is decked out in the green, a very familiar money green. Same color as that briefcase. He has already anointed himself as Mr. Money in the Bank. Austin Theory, he has tried all manner of tactics to try and get under the skin and take Bronson Reed out of this match before he even entered it. It failed. Bronson Reed thwarted him at every single opportunity. Quite simply, Austin Theory now has to pay the piper. And this is another curious case in this match. Baron Corbin, perhaps alongside Theory, one of the most hated men in this match, I think, judging by the reaction. Baron Corbin has been running amok on NXT. Many just straight up calling him a bully. Many just straight up calling him a piece of trash. But what you may have to call him after tonight is all said and done is Mr. Money in the Bank. Baron Corbin, of course, went all the way to take over Sydney in the NXT Championship tournament. Of course, lost it to Buddy Murphy, who, in a weird twist of fate, ended up losing that NXT Championship to who? Well, Adam Cole, who, as you'll remember, in Philadelphia at the last WrestleMania, won this very match. It all comes back around, and will that briefcase come around to Mr. Corbin? Baron Corbin has a wrecking ball style, and I think he's capable of doing some pretty dastardly things inside this match, and there are no rules. You can use anything. Corbin is going to have to use every single bit of nous that he has, because this man closed WrestleMania Philadelphia with a loss to Kevin Owens in the main event for the WWE Championship. It's been a very different path to this WrestleMania for the Bulgarian Brute, but Rusev looks to plant that flag at the top of the mountain yet again. A record number of days as champion. He wants to recreate that. He has the opportunity to take a major step here tonight. Many believe he's the clubhouse leader. Many believe that Rusev is the man that will take down that briefcase and reclaim his spot at the top of the mountain. That it's hard to argue. It might just be his destiny. It might be where he belongs, but the Bulgarian Brute is going to have to go through 5 other men, including that man who has no fear at all, Bronson Reed, the man who of course eliminated Rusev out of the Royal Rumble. This is their first meeting face-to-face since then. Rusev returned at the Royal Rumble after a patchy year with injury. He said that I ran incredibly hard when I was champion. My body broke down trying to defend the championship every month. I eventually wilted. Kevin Owens eventually took the title, but now he's back and he could be better than ever. Very apropos, we get a shot of the ladder and Rusev. He's going to have to scale it along with 5 other men. Only one way to win. You're going to pull the briefcase down. This is how you kick off WrestleMania. The Money in the Bank briefcase is resting, but for how long? The match is underway, and here we go. Gargano going straight up to Corbin, and look at this, Austin Theory leaving the ring straight away, Reed leaving the ring the other side, and Rusev, I don't think Theory saw him, and Rusev is just going to wrestle that ladder off Austin Theory, and he says, you're in my world now, son, and this is getting very, very real for Austin Theory, and he looked for the drop kick, couldn't find it. Rusev says, oh my God. A kick of his own takes down Austin Theory. And we are underway in this Money in the Bank ladder match. And, I think Theory just clipped his foot on that ladder. Slipped over, look out. Goodness me. Already, the ladder's coming into play on the other side of the ring. And it's Bronson Reed. What's Bronson Reed thinking here? What is Bronson Reed thinking here? But look out, Kalisto. Oh, Kalisto rolled him through onto the ladder. And inside the ring here, it's with Johnny Gargano. Gargano just got shoulder checked off the apron by Baron Corbin. And now Corbin has an opportunity here to take it to Johnny Wrestling. Look out, off the stairs. Anything is legal in this match, and Baron Corbin, he ain't messing around here. Corbin, oh no, he has pulled out a ladder here, and that is an enormous ladder. Baron Corbin setting up that enormous ladder already. And they have wasted absolutely no time. All these men all over the ringside area. Johnny Gargano's shoulder almost came off those stairs there, and now Gargano in big trouble here. Gargano in big trouble, and now Corbin picks him up and face first off the ladder goes Johnny Wrestling. Baron Corbin taking it to Gargano on the outside. He might have some sinister thoughts here as he rolls in the ring. Gargano could already be rendered incapable of continuing in this match here. What is Baron Corbin thinking here? He's going over towards that ladder. I think he wants to throw him onto the ladder somehow. But Gargano trying to find a way out here. And the drop kick doesn't take Corbin down. Oh, that one doesn't either. Johnny Gargano is fighting. And Baron Corbin. Oh, Baron Corbin with a hard forearm takes him down. And then rocks him with another one. Johnny Wrestling is down. As we focus in on these two in the ring, we're trying to keep up with everything that's on ringside. We've got Kalisto and Reed to the left of your screen, and we've got Austin Theory and Rusev to the right. As we zero in on these two, and Baron Corbin is taking it to Johnny Gargano. He might want to take him all the way out of the match here as they fight off up the ramp, but look at this here, Bronson Reed, oh my God! Power slam onto the ladder, and Rusev, my God, heel toss to Austin Theory onto the ladder, and they are both down. Gargano and Corbin up the ramp, and isn't this a meeting of the minds now? These two haven't been face to face since Reed eliminated Rusev out of the Royal Rumble, and it is tension filled. They are staring each other down, and Corbin and Gargano. Oh, and he's screaming in his face. Kalisto and Theory are down. They got thrown into those ladders, and now the two big balls of the match are going toe to toe. Rusev and Bronson Reed hammering away on each other here. Sending Rusev into the ring. That ladder is still set up. That briefcase, nobody has made a run for the briefcase yet. You have to think that whoever gets the better of this exchange might have the first opportunity to do so, but the power of Reed on display. Two very similar sized athletes, aren't they? Two hybrid athletes. No, look out, Rusev, look at that kick. Couldn't find it. And then a shot from Reed, and now Reed is taking it to Rusev, much like they were at the Royal Rumble. Bronson Reed going after the Bulgarian. You have to think that Reed has a world title in his future. Rusev has a world title in his past. Now Reed trying to fight out there, Rusev. But oh, look out, Rusev sent him out. Oh my God, Reed landed on that ladder. And Rusev now, well, this isn't good. Oh my God, Rusev took a swing. Reed got out of the way. Rusev smashed his forearm on that ladder. And Rusev trying to fight back, but Reed going at Rusev here. Oh, what a headbutt that is. Rusev being rendered almost unconscious by that headbutt. Now Bronson Reed walking away. Oh, look out, Jesus! Out of nowhere comes Kalisto. You've got to have eyes in the back and the side of your head. Kalisto recovers from that devastating slam on the ladder and then takes out Bronson Reed from the apron. And now Kalisto, he's going to load up Rusev, but Bronson Reed has recovered now. And again, you've got to have eyes in the back and the side of your head, because now Bronson Reed is going to deliver the same fate. And he lands on top of Rusev, and Bronson Reed has both men almost incapacitated here. You've got to incapacitate everybody. That's the goal. Now Reed, what is he thinking here? Bronson Reed has thrown Kalisto back into the ring, and now he's got some sinister thoughts here for Rusev. And now he's going to load up Rusev. Oh, this is not good. This is definitely not good. Kalisto has recovered. I don't know if Bronson Reed saw him. He didn't. He was too focused. He was too focused on Rusev, and now Kalisto. Rusev is in a hell of a predicament here, but Rusev is up, and I think Rusev is going to bide his time getting back into the ring. I think that'll be really smart. Kalisto focused on Bronson Reed, but again, you've got to have eyes in the back of your head, because here comes Rusev. Belly to belly suplex on the button, and Rusev takes control. These three men, Austin Theory still down on the outside, and Baron Corbin and Johnny Gargano are still fighting on the entranceway here. This is not good if you're Kalisto, who's just been used as a projectile into the body of Bronson Reed, and Rusev screams into the Las Vegas night here. And now Rusev, what's he thinking here? Oh, Rusev, he takes out Bronson Reed. That's not a bad idea because now you have both men down and this has got to be Rusev's opportunity here. Rusev has got to try and take this opportunity. Rusev maybe taking a little bit too much time for my liking here. Baron Corbin going after him. End of days here on Johnny Gargano. No, Gargano with the reversal. Gargano with the reversal. Elbow to the back of the head. And now Gargano. What's this? Gargano. Oh, picks him up. Oh! Onto the stage, and Rusev is looking to set up that ladder. Rusev is trying to scale the ladder here. Rusev, Johnny Gargano's running down the ramp, and Gargano arrives just in time, and he scales the ladder, and he's going to try and stop Rusev from getting the Money in the Bank briefcase here. That ladder still precariously set up on the announce tables. And Johnny Gargano face to face with Rusev, and they are taking it to each other on top of the ladder. This could decide the match right here, right now. But oh, wait a minute, Bronson Reed has recovered. Look out! Oh my God! They both crash and burn. Bronson Reed uses his power to dismantle both men. And now Bronson Reed, he's got a clear run at the title. Corbin down, but wait a minute, look out! Kalisto taken out. Reed is still scaling, but no. These two have been to war on Monday Night Raw. He's still trying to get it down. He couldn't quite stop him. But Bronson Reed has, oh my God, Bronson Reed taken down, and this is the opportunity now. Austin Theory, but no. Into the ring comes Baron Corbin. Who has recovered and run down the ramp, and now Corbin gets rid of Austin Theory. Both men down, and now it's Corbin. All he's got to do is just take that clip off, but he seems to be having trouble here. And Bronson Reed just in time is able to recover. All of these men are trying their darndest to try and bring down that briefcase, but it's proving very difficult. Power bomb from the ladder. And now, oh no, Bronson Reed, and this is the climbing. Oh, right off the back. Oh, and then to the side of the head. And Theory's back though. Theory's back here. Oh, I think that ladder almost landed on Bronson Reed, who rolls out of the ring in pain. And now Austin Theory is lining up Baron Corbin. Look out! Oh my God! Onto the ladder, the back of Corbin's head bounces off the ladder from the blockbuster. And now this is the chance. Austin Theory has a clear run at the briefcase here. As luck would have it, or perhaps you wouldn't call it luck, for many in this audience, Austin Theory is going to be Mr. Money in the Bank, but no, Rusev is back, and Theory sees him. And Rusev, the former world champion, is atop the ladder with Austin Theory. And they are, oh look at this, Rusev has got him, I think he got him by the throat or something there, but Theory gets rid of it. Theory trying to, oh no, Johnny Gargano, you've got to watch out, Gargano, oh my God, drop kicks the ladder, takes the base out from both of them. Gargano from nowhere, taking him out, and now Gargano sends Theory to the outside, and Gargano's calling him on, everybody on their feet. It's anyone's ball game. Oh my God. That could be ball game for Austin Theory. DDT on the outside, but Rusev recovers. And now look out. Oh my God, right onto the ladder with the belly to belly. Johnny Gargano is thrown out on the ladder, and Rusev just dropping all his weight down. Gargano almost broken in half here, and Rusev, he's going to compound it. Oh no! Throws him directly onto the ladder, and Rusev discards Johnny Wrestling, and Rusev has the opportunity of a lifetime now. Rusev has the opportunity again. He's had several. This has to be the moment. Everyone down. Rusev looks around. He notices that he has the chance here. And Rusev grabs hold of the briefcase. But wait a minute. Kalisto on the top rope. Oh no! Oh my God! Kalisto leapt from the top rope and landed on the friggin' ladder. Kalisto leapt from the top rope and landed on the ladder. Rusev is in trouble. He didn't see that coming. Kalisto! Oh my God! Rusev crashes and burns. Kalisto sends Rusev packing. Rusev landed incredibly awkwardly. Kalisto trying to grab the briefcase. We've got to have a second look at that. You can see in the top left hand the live image. Corbin's back, but look at how Rusev landed on that. Corbin back in typical Corbin style. Oh, from behind. And he's been a thorn in the side of Kalisto, who I thought was odds on to win the match after that sickening powerbomb to Rusev. But Corbin is picking up the pieces, and Corbin, he's dropped the ladder down. Oh no. Corbin is winding it up. Kalisto is in big trouble. Corbin, look out! Oh my God! Face first on the ladder. Face first on the ladder. And Kalisto is incapacitated. And Corbin admiring his work. But look out, Bronson Reed! Oh my God! The side of Corbin's head just landed on that ladder. The German suplex from the middle rope to the ladder. Corbin is out. Corbin is done. Reed, Samoan drop. I reckon a part of his back caught the ladder as well. It's absolute carnage in Las Vegas. And now it's the opportunity for Bronson Reed. The decks are cleared. There's absolutely no one left. Bronson Reed. He says it's over. And I tend to believe him. Bronson Reed is going to fulfill the prophecy of his manager, Drake Maverick, that it was indeed his match. And Reed to the top. Reed is going all the way. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Mustafa Ali. The man that Reed destroyed for weeks. Ali is on top of the ladder. And look at this little hyena. His plan has finally come to fruition here. He tried for weeks to recruit Mustafa Ali. And it seems as though Ali has finally wilted. And that damn son of a bitch, Austin Theory, is pretty damn happy with his work. Oh, wait a minute. Mustafa Ali just took out Austin Theory. And Theory sent to the ladder. And Ali looks at Bronson Reed, who's just as stunned as we are. Mustafa Ali may have just handed Bronson Reed the Money in the Bank briefcase. Reed looks at the briefcase, then he looks at Theory, a man who has just been an absolute thorn in his side, and Reed is going to forego the briefcase for now and go to the top rope. Bronson Reed, tsunami through the ladder. Reed destroys Austin Theory, and now Bronson Reed can go to the top off the assist from Mustafa Ali. But wait a minute, Rusev is back, and Rusev is saying, come on big boy, you ain't done yet, are you? But wait a minute, Gargano is back as well. Gargano is back as well. Reed knows that he ain't going to get the briefcase while those two are still standing. Gargano and Rusev have gone toe-to-toe for weeks and months. Reed just got rid of Theory, but now he's got two more problems. And surely Gargano and Rusev would never work together. They're both SmackDown, but they hate each other. But perhaps the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Rusev looks at Gargano. Gargano looks at him. They eye off Reed. Surely not. You wouldn't believe it. Oh my God. Rusev and Gargano working together to eliminate a common problem. Johnny Gargano and Rusev working together. Bronson Reed has been taken out by the unlikeliest, the absolute unlikeliest of friends. Reed stunned, Reed in big trouble. Rusev picks him up and drops him down on the ladder. My God! Reed is broken in half and Rusev stomps the ground. This is unbelievable. Reed taken out, Theory out of commission, and I think we have two left. Gargano and Rusev worked together, and now they say, okay, let's go. Oh, wait a minute. Baron Corbin, he's still standing. Baron Corbin is the only one standing between Rusev and Gargano, and surely not again. Surely they wouldn't work together again. Corbin's talking all kinds of trash, and Corbin in the ring, but Rusev, one shot, sends Corbin. Uh-oh, oh no, Baron, you're in big trouble! Baron in big trouble and Gargano. Wait a minute. Gargano, oh my God. Gargano through the ladder at Rusev. Work together no more. Gargano is by himself. Gargano has the chance. He just smashed Rusev with that ladder. Rusev under the rubble of Gargano's damage here. Rusev trying desperately to get up here. Gargano's got his hands on the briefcase. But Rusev able to get up. Rusev able to get up, and now they're going toe-to-toe. They've been going toe-to-toe for months, and now Gargano and Rusev are the last two men standing here at WrestleMania in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Rusev and Gargano are trading at the top of the ladder. Who will wield here? Gargano with the reversal. Johnny Gargano has Rusev stunned. Oh my God! Cutter from the top. And Gargano rolls to the outside. Gargano's got nothing left. Gargano has nothing left. Johnny wrestling. He recovers. He's got to go. He has to go. There's no time to waste. Johnny wrestling is Mr. Money in the Bank. Oh my God! Oh, look at that from Rusev. The harshest landing of the match. The fact that he recovered is a miracle. Tsunami through the ladder. And it feels as though a tsunami has already rolled through WrestleMania. And it's the first damn match of the entire two-day extravaganza. Look at this from Gargano. Throws the ladder at Rusev. Almost knocking him out, but the Bulgarian brute made one last attempt, but that, the cutter, takes out Rusev. Gargano, the momentum carried him out of the ring, and the crowd just screaming at Johnny Gargano to get back in the ring. And he outlasts 5 other men and brings down the briefcase. Johnny in the Bank. Well, that had world title implications, ladies and gentlemen, and your main event later tonight is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Samoa Joe versus The Fiend. That's still to come Let's hear from Samoa Joe. Well, forget about losing the world title, creating a monster. Whoa! Well, it is WrestleMania! And it wouldn't be WrestleMania without Stone Cold Steve Austin! Well, this wasn't on my run sheet. I was about to say the Fiend may have created a monster in Samoa Joe that'll be unleashed later tonight. But this man is here to unleash hell tonight. Stone Cold in the building. Well, we did say the action doesn't stop at WrestleMania. And that is damn true. Massive ovation in Vegas. We've just managed to clear the rubble. All the broken ladders and the broken bodies. But now the broken skull in the building. Well, I think Las Vegas is happy to see Stone Cold. There you go, Vince McMahon himself called Stone Cold and asked him to be here. Damn right it wouldn't be WrestleMania without the rattlesnake. Well, he's definitely right there. Things did not go to plan the last time he was here. He, of course, was the host of WrestleMania Philadelphia, and Tommaso Ciampa ruined that party. Ciampa, of course, is on night 2. He is not here tonight. Stone Cold says, I'm long retired, but I ain't tired. And if he happens to stumble across Tommaso Ciampa over the weekend, it might be a different story. And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so. A special appearance from the Rattlesnake at the Show of Shows. Vegas on their feet. Stone Cold has put Ciampa on notice. He says, if I see you, son, it may go down. Oh, what a weekend this is going to be. Money in the Bank is in the bank, but there is so much more to come. The Texas Rattlesnake in Las Vegas. What a moment. What a moment. But the moments are going to continue, ladies and gentlemen, because up next, it's the bitter grudge match between two men who seem destined to fight forever. It's Owens and Generico, right here, right now. The action rolls on. The Olays are out. El Generico came out in the Royal Rumble. Kevin Owens felt as though he had seen a ghost, because he pretty much had. A ghost from the past. El Generico, a man that Kevin Owens has gone to war with all over the world in all kinds of matches. But it was all about whether Kevin Owens still had it in him. Because Kevin Owens had to go to some pretty dark places in order to defeat this man in the past. And many people, including myself and El Generico himself in his own way, even though he doesn't speak, his actions spoke louder than words. And well, El Generico brought out, seemingly, that Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens, much like Rusev just previous to this, he was in that Philadelphia main event. It has been a very different path for Kevin Owens. He's gone from fighting for the top prize in the industry in the main event of WrestleMania to being on match 2. It has been a different path. Kevin Owens himself even would have been doubting whether he still had that fight that says on the side of his shorts, whether he had those letters still inside. I think the shirt says it all. I believe that Kevin Owens still exists, but I don't believe that we want it. But it's what was required. It's where he had to go. Now, we find out all the answers. Generico, Owens, we are underway. And Kevin Owens straight away sizing up Generico. Here we go. They just burst away, and straight away these two men are going toe to toe here. Owens and Generico, like many believe they are destined to do forever, are absolutely hammering each other, but Generico won't stop either. Generico has that fight as well. It's been all the talk about whether Kevin Owens can still go, but can Generico in fact still go? And he is showing in abundance here that he certainly can, but Owens' short arm clothesline takes him down. You can feel it, can't you? You can feel the tension. You can feel it in the air here between these two. It is just palpable. As Generico now sends him to the apron. Generico trying to take out Kevin Owens, but he delivers a forearm. Forearm counter and a headbutt. That's how much they hate each other. He's willing to hurt himself just to hurt Generico. Generico firing back here though. These two men destined to fight forever. And they're going to fight here tonight at WrestleMania. Owens again. Owens again. With the headbutt to El Generico, and then he just hangs El Generico up on the top rope. Kevin Owens, look at this. There's no holds. There's no wrestling here. These two are just beating the holy hell out of each other at the moment. Kevin Owens stomping on the ribs of El Generico just after he draped him over the top rope, and already Kevin Owens has El Generico in a hell of a bad spot here. Kevin Owens now, look at this aggression from Owens. This is what he wanted. This is what Generico was trying to bring out of Kevin Owens. He wanted this fight, but you've got to think that now, when you're in the thick of it with Kevin Owens, you have to start thinking maybe this wasn't the best ploy. And look at the chest already of Generico. He is in some big trouble, and Owens is saying, you wanted this. This is why we are here, because of you. But oh, look at this, Generico's going to throw it back at Generico. He said, yes, I wanted it. You damn right I wanted it, because I want it all. And I want to throw it right back, and I want to prove to you that I still have it in me as well. And now Generico scaling, and this is classic Generico. Tilt to LDDT, and Generico stomping on the face. Look at the welts on the face of Kevin Owens already. It has been a straight up fight with just a dash of professional wrestling in this one. Now Generico again with us. Look at these shots here. Generico now, he is trying to pull that shoulder out of its socket. Can't hit a pop-up powerbomb or a stunner if you only have one arm. Sends him to the outside now. Generico, he's sizing him up. Generico sizing him up. Oh no, Kevin Owens with the reversal. And Kevin Owens talking trash and saying, come on, is that all you got? Because if that's all you got, it's going to be a hell of a long night for you. And Generico is saying, that ain't all I've got. I've got plenty more. And I think Generico is enjoying this fight. Owens sent him back, and he wants even more. He wants to trade. But no. He goaded him in. And look out. Oh my God. Suplex to the floor. That's Kevin Owens for you. Manipulating mind games. And oh, look out. Sent him into the stairs. And Generico got suckered in. And if you wanted the old Kevin Owens, that's the old Kevin Owens. Ruthless, but incredibly smart. And he's just sending him into these steel stairs. This is a real throwback. El Generico on all fours, Kevin Owens breaking the count so he can continue the punishment. But this is what everybody wanted, right? This is where we wanted to go, isn't it? And Kevin Owens is systematically destroying El Generico and looking out into this capacity crowd at the Allegiant Stadium. And here's in big trouble. El Generico and COVID. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Is this really what you want? Is this really the Kevin Owens that we want? He is destroying El Generico. Count of 7, but as predicted, Kevin Owens is going to break the count so he can continue the punishment. You have to think that perhaps El Generico is reconsidering everything now. This is what he wanted. This is who he wanted. And Owens rolls him into the ring. Kevin Owens, look at that look on his face. Look at the way he looks at Generico. Right across the throat and the side of the head. Kevin Owens is going into that place here. Perhaps he was already there. And he's going to try and mercifully put El Generico away here after battering him on the stairs. But Generico kicks out and Kevin Owens seems a little bit pissed off by that. And he's saying, if that's all you've got, I could put you away at any time. But look at this, Generico trying to get back to his feet. Owens gets him up to his feet just so he can knock him straight back down. But Generico, this is the fight of El Generico. He will always try and get back to his feet. And Kevin Owens keeps asking the question, is this really what you want? Do you really want me to go to this spot? Because that's what he's going to do. And Generico's in big trouble now. Because Kevin Owens has that dead look in his eye. We saw him do this to John Cena and Shinsuke Nakamura, the apron powerbomb, but no, Generico showing that patented fight here. Generico showing that patented fight. Owens got suckered in maybe, and Generico sends him down. Generico still has some fight left in him here. And oh, look out, off the ring post, and El Generico, he's feeding off the crowd here in Vegas. He's feeding off the crowd here in Vegas. And Owens is trying to recover. Owens is trying to recover. But you've got to watch out. Here he comes. Tilt-a-whirl DDT. From El Generico to Kevin Owens. Sends him back in the ring. And Generico, he's going to try and put Kevin Owens away here. He has to. Generico picks him up. Blue Thunder Bomb. Holds on for the pin. 1. That's going to be it. 2. Is it enough? No. Kevin Owens just kicks out. But my goodness me, that was close. My goodness me, that was close. And now Generico sends him in. Look at the Helluva Kick. No. Kevin Owens caught him. Kevin Owens caught him. Spun him around. Stunner! We just saw Stone Cold Steve Austin in the building, but he's still here. It feels like the stunner lands. Oh no, Generico kicks out. Generico kicks out, and Kevin Owens is getting more and more frustrated. But that's the fighting spirit of El Generico. 3 headbutts sees him into the corner, and Owens, oh my God. What a shot that was from Kevin Owens. Now, Owens, the shot to the back. He has really done some damage, but look at this. He turns around. Generico fires back. He will never go anywhere, and I think that eats Kevin Owens alive. Generico and Owens trading like they always have done, like they always will do. The headbutt sends him back, but Generico answers straight back. Generico answers straight back at top from Owens. Generico, he's calling him on, he wants more. He wants more, the headbutt turned him around. The headbutt turned him around, and look out. Oh my God, he just jumped him on his head. He just dumps him on his head, and now Kevin Owens picks him up, and I reckon he's going to dump him on his head again here. Good Lord. Owens dumped him on his head, and then sent Generico in. Pop up, power bomb. Just like WrestleMania Philadelphia, Kevin Owens is going to take home the win here. No! Generico kicks. Owens incredibly frustrated. Will he ever get rid of him? That's what you've got to ask. Will I ever get rid of him? And Owens may just have to go to that place even deeper in his soul, because Generico ain't going nowhere. And Owens is still asking the question, is this really what you want? Do you really want me to go there? Generico says, you damn right it is. He wants to fight. And fight they will do. And he points him out. Oh my God, what a super kick. What a super kick. And now Owens picks up Generico, sends him into the corner, and Owens, no! Out of the way, Generico! Out of the way, Generico! Here it is! Blue Thunder Bomb! A second Blue Thunder Bomb to Kevin Owens, and now Generico sends him into the corner! Generico! Haluva kick to Kevin Owens! Haluva kick to Kevin Owens! Generico, too exhausted to even follow it up, but he does eventually. Two, he's got him. No! Kevin Owens kicks out again. Oh my God! I simply don't believe it. Kevin Owens and El Generico are just trading here. Generico's trying to wear him down. He's trying to find that old Kevin Owens. Where is it? Has it died? Is it gone? No! Owens is going to fight back now. And Owens is going after El Generico here. And they're trading in the corner. These two men can't stand each other. Oh no, wait a minute. Generico, he might be going to load him up here. Generico might load him up. Wait a minute, what's he doing? Generico up top looking for the Hurricane Rana. Oh no! Owens! Oh my God! Owens caught him! Owens caught him! Power bomb from the top, and Kevin Owens has snapped here. Kevin Owens has snapped here. Owens with that look in his eye again. Kevin Owens, no. Think about it, Kevin. Oh, almighty. Kevin Owens, apron powerbomb, but I don't think he's done. No. Oh my God. Kevin Owens has absolutely lost it. No, not again. Kevin. For God's sake, Kevin. God almighty. He is destroying El Generico here. Referee Jessica Carr is threatening to end the match, but the match has been over after that first apron powerbomb, let alone two more, and Owens has entered into that phase of his mind that we dare never speak of again. Kevin Owens snaps. We wondered if Kevin Owens was capable of going to that place, and I think right there is where he entered it. He was pushed to his limit by Generico. But Owens' limit happened to be the demise. Although, wait a minute, hang on, Kevin, no, come on. For God's sake, you've done enough. You've done enough. Generico is practically lifeless. And Kevin Owens, oh, not again. For God's sake! Ugh. Damn it! Kevin Owens has dismantled El Generico. Well, that is what everyone was wondering. We have the answer. There's Drake Maverick talking to Mustafa Ali. Seems as though perhaps Maverick has gotten through to Ali before Austin Theory could. Saying our message was never about keeping you down. It was about you finding another kind of light, not putting yours out. Surely not. I do not like Ricochet. Wow. You can feel the electricity in Vegas. Well, that's later tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Ricochet versus The Rock. You don't want to miss that one, but don't touch that dial. It's time for the Intercontinental Championship match. The first of our championship matches tonight. Keith Lee versus Volta. And well, the history between these two runs quite deep. And Walter's history with the Intercontinental Championship seems to roll a little bit deeper. Walter, of course, had to relinquish the Intercontinental Championship after an injury sustained. He was put on the shelf. Many were surprised, but Walter surprised even more when he returned at No Way Out after Keith Lee had run through pretty much all of the contenders on SmackDown. Keith Lee was getting a little bit ahead of himself. Keith Lee, very self-obsessed, a very brutal nature, not a very popular man, handing several defeats to the Mysterio family, including Cain Velasquez. And just when it seemed all hope was lost, the great white hope, in the form of somewhat of a great white shark, Walter would return to claim his crown. There has been little to nothing said between these two. Walter and Keith Lee know that once the bell rings, that's where the talking is done. It's probably one of the most anticipated matches on the whole card across both shows. Listen to the reception for Keith Lee. You want to talk big fight feel, ladies and gentlemen? You want to talk WrestleMania? This epitomizes WrestleMania. Two of the biggest stars on SmackDown. The undeniable Keith Lee, one of the strongest Intercontinental champions we've ever had. And funnily enough, one of the strongest Intercontinental champions we've had since the man who stands across the ring from him right now on the right of your screen, Walter. There is a real air about this one, isn't there? Two larger-than-life athletes. Both possess one-punch knockout power. Similar stature. And I don't just mean physical. I mean in the industry of professional wrestling. Both are revered, both are respected, both are feared. Keith Lee has arguably been on the best run of anyone on any roster with that Intercontinental Championship. He holds it aloft, potentially, for the last time. Oh, this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Intercontinental Championship on the line. Walter is ready. You can see him talking to himself almost. Or is he maybe talking a bit of trash to that man, Keith Lee, who looks as stoic as ever. Huge feel about this. Everyone on the edge of their seats. Keith Lee looks around. It's sold out from the front to the back, as you would expect for night one of WrestleMania. Referee takes the title, and as is customary, shows it to Walter. Holds it aloft. Here we go. I've been waiting for this one. Keith Lee, Walter, underway in a Continental Championship match, and this place is on their feet. It is absolutely palpable. We've been waiting so long. The bell has rung. Lee and Walter start to circle. And here we go. Settle in, ladies and gentlemen. And straight away, Walter is able to grab a headlock here. Is that almost a guillotine choke? Couldn't do it. Oh, Keith Lee, he tries to fight back here. Keith Lee, these two big bears, and Lee pushes him away. It is a real battle here at the moment. Lee throws him down. Snapmare taking over Walter. Very few men are able to control Walter like that. As we settle in for a pro wrestling clinic here, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the Intercontinental Championship is all about. Keith Lee already going after Walter here. Keith Lee, well, he's trying for a submission here, trying to wrench Walter in position here. But Walter immediately out the back grabs the ankles. Well, Keith Lee got the early jump, but Walter able to take control of the match here. Now Keith Lee's talking to Walter, saying, let's go. Lee, looking for another snapmare. Walter sent him down. And Walter got a snapmare of his own here. Now, Walter able to take him down. Headlock applied as tight as you would like. Picture perfect. Technique from Walter, who is a mat specialist. As we know, he believes the mat is sacred. Well, Keith Lee's getting up close and personal with that mat right here in the ring general. This here from shifting that weight, keeping that leg extended as to stop Keith Lee from doing that. But that's how powerful Keith Lee is. He's like a bear. And Keith Lee is it? Whoa! Wow! He pushes Walter straight over. And that would be a first for Walter. Keith Lee saying, bring it on. And Walter, Walter pushes him straight back, and Keith Lee ends up on the outside of the ring. Oh, this is what WrestleMania is all about. Two of the very best. For one of the most storied and revered championships in professional wrestling, the Intercontinental title. Keith Lee's just going to take a little moment here, take the stairs. Walter, who as we mentioned believes the mat is sacred, is going to give him all the ring mat he wants to return to the ring. Keith Lee and Walter now start to circle again. What an exchange it was to start off, and Lee straight away throws that first strike there. Lee, standing switch by Walter though, going after the base, standing switch again, and it's the same thing. Anything you can do, I can do better, but this time, tried to grab the waistlock a bit tighter, couldn't find it. Walter again, but again, they just have an answer for each other at the moment. Now Walter, schoolboy here from Lee. That could be the opportunity here. Could he steal it? Just the one count. Walter gets back to his feet, and another exchange. This is what it's all about. Fireman's carry takeover. Pace starting to pick up a little bit here. Now, rolls him through, small package here. This is the opportunity now for Walter to reply with a pinfall. Only a one on that one as well. Walter going straight after him. Submission attempt here. He's got the armbar locked in on Keith Lee. That's how quickly it can change now. Walter has many ways he can beat you. Submission is definitely one of them. And look at this. Keith Lee fights out. The mounted punches, able to get the escape. Now Keith Lee, look out. Now he's firing up. Yes. And a top of his own there from Keith Lee. And Walter, European uppercut takes him down. Wow. Walter circling around Keith Lee. Now Walter might go to work here on the mat. Walter, right down on the sternum. It doesn't matter how big you are. Walter crashing down with all of his weight on your sternum like that is not going to be fun. And Walter's starting to pace around a little bit here. He's starting to get a real feel for this match here. And Walter, overhand chop right to the side of the neck. And Walter looks down and shakes his head and said, let's go, big man. I'm going to live for this kind of professional wrestling, and that is a huge big boot taking down Keith Lee. And Walter looks down at his prey here. Keith Lee attempting to get back to his feet. That was a bit of hesitation. He can't really get sucked into the moment here on the grand stage. Look at these chops here. It's usually Walter that's throwing those chops, but this time it's Keith Lee. Give him a little taste of his own medicine here. And Walter now. Walter. No! That's how you give one. And it knocks down Keith Lee. The chop lands. And that was almost enough to incapacitate Lee. Walter, with some of these patented pacing around and making your life a living hell here. Another chop lands off Keith Lee. Walter dropping the knee and then driving the shoulder into the lower back here. of Keith Lee. And Walter, can he get him? Oh, no! Yes, he can. A German suplex. And that's the technique and the power of Walter. Now Walter going after Keith Lee here. You can just see him. This is what Walter does. It's almost like dirty boxing in a way, isn't it? Where you're just sort of hitting those little cheap shots to frustrate your opponent. But Keith Lee took him down and then dropped all his weight across the sternum. A little receipt from earlier. Now Lee rolls him through, not looking for the pinfall this time. Rolls through, spins through for the kick. Lands it on Walter, and now Keith Lee sends him into the corner. And Lee, look at this. A man that size with that kind of flexibility to take Walter down. Walter's in big, big trouble now because Keith Lee's able to lean on him, able to put all that weight into a body. And that's what it's all about. And now Lee, those enormous arms and those enormous hands, turning that neck, cranking that neck at almost a right angle here. Very few pinfalls so far, a couple of submission attempts, but so far it's been very, very even between these two, and Walter gonna fight out shot for the solar plexus again, and then one to the face. Now Walter lining up Keith Lee, sends him in, momentum. Oh, deadlift German suplex. Deadlift German suplex, follows it up. Has that enough? Just a one count. My goodness me, still a lot in the tank for Keith Lee. And Walter straight away takes him down, making him wear the weight again. And we've had three very, very different matchups so far here on WrestleMania. The chaos and carnage of the Money in the Bank, the utter brawl that we just saw between Generico and Owens, and now a modern day mat classic between these two, and Walter got caught in that headlock. Now Walter sent in off the ropes. Oh, and Keith Lee with a rebound power move his own here. Into the cover, hook of the outside leg, referee in perfect position, and a one count. Keith Lee is going to go back to work on the neck of Walter. He's going to drop Walter, if he can, onto that neck with a spirit bomb, if he possibly can. Lets it go. Interesting technique there from Walter. Walter, now Keith Lee rather, but ooh, that really hurt the sternum, and yes, he's going to work on that lower back now. I think he's just working on anything he can here. It's Keith Lee, and that, oh, I think that exposed knee, that definitely took its toll on Walter. You don't often see him grimace like that. Sends him into the corner, and Keith Lee, oh, he's looking for the splash. Couldn't find it. Walter got out of the way. Oh, these chops, they are just so brutal. And now he sends him in, and he was looking for a big boot there. Couldn't find it. Keith Lee with yet another counter and another roll-through kick. He has been too quick for Walter, and Walter instinctually, he was rocked by that shot, gets sent to the outside of the ring. Both of these men absolutely exhausted already. You can feel it. But you feel like there's still a long way to go here. And look out. Uh-oh. Turns him inside out. Trapped the arm. Turned him inside out, literally. With a massive lariat into the cover. Walter, he's knocked him out. That's the one punch knockout power. But this time it wasn't enough to put Lee down. That brought everyone out of their feet. People know. What a paintbrush. And he says, I ain't done yet, son. Not by a long shot. Oh, but he lifted Walter to the outside of the ring. And now Lee brings him back in the hard way. Brings him back in the hard way. And now Keith Lee sends him into the corner. Uh-oh, Keith Lee, he's building that momentum. Keith Lee, look out, he almost sent him out of the ring. That's the power of Keith Lee. They're on their feet now. Capacity crowd in Las Vegas for the biggest show in the channel's history. And this is one of the biggest matches in the channel history. Here comes Lee with a splash. Walter is wilting. This is not good if you're a Walter fan, because Keith Lee is rolling. Corner to corner goes Keith Lee. Coast to coast now. Another one. Keith Lee in control of Walter, sending him to all corners. And Lee is going to send him literally into the corner post. And Keith Lee drags him out. slams him down, and Keith Lee has gone to an impossible pace. There is no way Walter can hang with Lee when the pace gets this quick. Walter needs to try and slow this match or it will be over. The headbutt, and Keith Lee is going to do something that Walter never does, but something that Keith Lee always does. He's a hybrid athlete of the highest order. The Swanton was on the midsection that he's worked on, and Walter kicks out. This pace that Keith Lee has at the moment, I don't think Walter can hang. And I've never said that about someone like Walter. He is thrown out of the top rope. And Lee is, oh, well, maybe he can. Maybe he can. Walter's lighting him up. Walter is lighting up Keith Lee here. And Walter, oh my God. Exploder takes him down. Oh my God. He holds, Jesus Christ. The chops are out. And Walter with the opportunity. Surely, get him up. Oh my God. Powerbomb. Stacks him up. Stacks him up. Is that enough? Walter got him, no! I thought we had a new champion, but Walter couldn't put him away. Oh, the chop to the face, but Lee screams in his face he wants more. Walter can't give it to him. That almost knocked him out, oh my God. I think it might have knocked him out. I think it might have knocked him out, no. They're just going toe to toe here. These two men are going to end each other in the middle of that ring for the Intercontinental title. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Keith Lee. He's going to go up top again, is he? Look out. Oh, my God. That'll knock all the air out of the lungs. That'll knock all the air out of the lungs. How much can he possibly have left? A little bit. He's got a little bit left in the tank. Keith Lee looks at Walter. Picks him up. Walter is so exhausted. Keith Lee is so exhausted as well. But Walter, with these chops. Each one of them just tears at the flesh. And again, Walter is lighting him up. And Walter again, looking for another suplex, but no. Keith Lee answers back. And Keith Lee throws him to the apron. And Keith Lee shoulder checks him. Shoulder checks him. And surely not. The big man is building big momentum. Tope Suicida. Keith Lee is on fire in Vegas. You could say he's on a roll. Lee with a moonsault from the apron. Keith Lee is on fire. And he sends Walter into the ring. Now he's going to go up top again. It's a clear strategy. Keith Lee, he's calling him on. Keith Lee from the top. Look out below the splash. Oh no! Walter picked him up. Walter powered him through. Hung him up. He powered him through and hung him up. And Walter, Walter, oh my God, he just cleaned him out. The lariat straight through the heart of Keith Lee. New Intercontinental champion, how close was that? Keith Lee somehow finds a way out, and oh my God, Keith Lee knocks him into the corner. How the hell are either of them still standing, let alone going to the high rent district? It's the highest possible stakes in Las Vegas right now. The crowd lifting. What the hell is he doing? Oh my God! He powered him up. Lee powered him up. He ain't done yet. Keith Lee, oh no, surely not. Spirit Bomb. Spirit Bomb to Walter. Cover that man. Keith Lee dives into the cover. 1, 2. They seem to be believed. We have to see that again. Lee powers him through. And look at that. Lee is looking across from Walter, who will not give up. Walter is looking across from Lee, who will not give up. Who has what it takes? They both rise to their feet, and here we go again. They both rise up, and they're gonna trade. Keith Lee and Walter living up to the billing, beat the hell out of each other, all in the name of the Intercontinental title. Oh my God, slapping the taste out of each other's mouth here. And Walter, oh my God, another top, kicks Lee back. But you know, he ain't going anywhere. Keith Lee screaming in the face of Walter. Walter right up in his face. They're staggered. But are they down? You bet your ass they're not. Oh no, oh, shot. They are just training. Neither man has anything left. Look at the wilts. Look at the look on the face of Walter. There is no fear. Oh my God. Good Lord. Jesus. Walter loads him up again. The red raw chest. He is beating the hell out of Keith Lee here. Oh my God. Lee collapses down, and I think that's it. The referee is checking on Keith Lee. But Keith Lee is stirring. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Lee wants more, for God's sake. These two behemoths staring each other down. Neither will wilt. Both want to be the Intercontinental Champion. Walter exhausted. Lee exhausted. And they're gonna face off. It's palpable. Oh my God, what a lariat. What a lariat. And Walter literally collapses on Keith Lee. Both men exhausted. It's a battle of attrition, and a battle of attrition that is won by the Ring General. It's one of the damnedest matches I've ever seen in my life. It was everything we hoped. Keith Lee thought he had it won with the Spirit Bomb there. These two men traded like I've never seen. I have never ever seen in all my days anything like this. All in the name of being the Intercontinental Champion. Walter gave everything to Lee. Lee gave everything to Walter. And it seemed as though it almost came down to chance in the end. They faced off for one final collision. And the lariat collapses Lee. And in absolute exhaustion, Walter collapses on top of Keith Lee and wins his Intercontinental Championship back. It's extraordinary. Walter is exhausted. But Walter has it back in his grasp. The referee anoints Walter. He is reunited with the Intercontinental Championship. And we are reunited with a man who could well go on to be one of the best we've ever seen. Unbelievable. Stephanie McMahon wants to try and convince Toni Storm that facing Nikki Cross later tonight is not a good idea. We all know it's not a good idea. Hell, Toni Storm herself knows it's not a good idea. She wants to solidify her legacy in the WWE by taking out Nikki Cross by any means necessary. I think we all respect Toni for that. So now it's not a don't do it, it's a good luck. Toni Storm will do battle with Nikki Cross later tonight. But while that's later tonight, ladies and gentlemen, up next, it's another bitter rivalry set to be settled. It's the Master versus Apprentice. It's Big E Langston versus Shawn Michaels. Massive ovation for Big E Langston in Las Vegas. A man who is trying to shake the ghosts of his past tonight on the grandest stage of them all against a man who has made this very stage his own. A man that used to lead him. Of course, Big E Langston was anointed a member of D-Generation X alongside Akam and Razor of the AOP. They were the new generation that Shawn Michaels and Triple H wanted to usher in. The three men that they wanted to carry on the legacy. And when it didn't go as planned, they were directly blamed, even though they were left high and dry by Michaels and Triple H, and many speculated. Jeez. Explosive entrance. Figuratively and literally. But as I was saying, they were left high and dry by the leaders of the group, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and then blamed for the shortcomings. Big E Langston defeated Triple H at Judgment Day, thinking he had shaken them. But in a Money in the Bank qualifying match, this man, Shawn Michaels, would cost him that chance and announced that he wanted to give Big E one final test. Can you face this man, Mr. WrestleMania, at WrestleMania? Shawn Michaels wants to prove once and for all that it was indeed Big E's fault. That it was the fact that Big E wasn't good enough. I think we all know that he is good enough. But Big E is more than willing to step inside tonight and prove it all over again. But what a task. Shawn Michaels has had some of the best WrestleMania matches we've ever seen. The Master versus the Apprentice. It doesn't get much more personal than this. Big E Langston is ready. Shawn Michaels is ready. And we are underway. Michaels and Big E, and straight away. Well, there's some HBK chants. There are people from all over the world who come on, and they've descended on WrestleMania in Las Vegas. The Night one festivities are rolling on, but for Shawn Michaels, he is taking his sweet time here as Big E is. He needs to be careful not to get taken out of his game here. Michaels has been here so many times. And you can see Shawn Michaels just taking all, look at this, Big E's getting frustrated. This is what you've got to avoid. Big E is getting frustrated. Michaels now enters the ring, and Big E coming straight after him. Michaels jacks the door and leaves the ring again, and Big E's going to follow him out, but this is the problem. Shawn Michaels, and with that disrespectful crotch chop, and Big E is so frustrated and fired up that he might just get lured in here. And look at this, Shawn Michaels crosses the arms again, just more salt in the wound. Big E Langston needs to relax, he needs to breathe in the moment, he needs to take this in, and now he comes into the ring. But again, Michaels catches him as soon as he gets in the ring, and Michaels has just taken control of this match because Big E rushed in. That's the veteran instinct. That's where this ring IQ and this time spent on the grandest stage of them all. This is Mr. WrestleMania. This is where it all comes to fruition. This is where Michaels thrives, in these big moments. Now oh, look at this, yeah, Michaels again gets outside the ring, crosses the arms again, and this time though Big E's going to follow him out, and this could be the opportunity, but again he rushes in, and he gets a drop kick for his troubles, and Shawn Michaels, just like that, has frustrated Big E into two very costly mistakes, and the master so far is really teaching the apprentice. And look at this, classic Michaels. The Big E rushes in again. Big E rushing in again, but again getting caught by Shawn Michaels. This is what he's all about, and Michaels takes him down, nips up, hasn't missed a beat. Consistently crossing the arms, and Shawn Michaels, well, Michaels is up. Michaels is up on the turnbuckle, and look at this, Big E. He caught Michaels napping. Maybe the apprentice has learned a thing or two in the past here. But, Michaels again with another counter. Picks a perfect counter, and then Michaels rushes in with a forearm. Now he's sending Big E into the corner. Lights you up with a chop. We heard a few of those in the Intercontinental Championship match just moments ago. And Michaels again, resting on the top rope. Many accusing Shawn Michaels of perhaps not taking this match overly seriously, but this is Michaels' style, and look at that beautiful technique mixed with a little bit of power, and he really has Big E almost literally and figuratively on the ropes here at the moment. He is taking control, and Big E, look out, that just pissed him off. That just fired the big man up, and Big E screams in the face of Shawn Michaels. He ducks under that, and he delivered a shot himself. Michaels trying to throw. Big E keeps sending it back. The overhand chop lands on Michaels. Shot to the back of the head, and now Big E is going to turn him around, and he's going to quicken the pace. Michaels off the ropes. Big E slowing it down, takes the arm. Very, very smart, but shot to the solar plexus. And he's got a trio of them to get the separation on Big E. Now Michaels looking for a DDT. Too much power though, Big E wouldn't allow that to happen. Michaels now sent off the rope again, and he was looking for the clothesline. Michaels too quick. Got out of the way. Now Shawn Michaels going to use the ropes to his advantage here to get some leverage and drive that knee directly down into the throat of Big E Langston. It has been a clinic from Michaels so far. He's dominated the offense. He's dominated the mind games. And he could be on the verge of a very telling victory here. What a shot that is from Michaels. And another one here to Big E. Now Michaels with the crotch chop again, and Michaels, oh my God, he got powered out of the ring there. Big E powers him out of the ring, and now Big E, look out, clothesline from the apron. And there's a taste of your own medicine there, Shawn, into that ring post, much like just before for Big E, and now he sends him back into the ring. Big E's quickening the pace. He is a hybrid kind of athlete. Look at that beautiful shoulder check right there, almost like a spear into the solar plexus of Shawn Michaels, and again, this time Michaels saw it coming. Michaels won't be having any of that, and now Shawn Michaels to the apron. He senses it here. This one is definitely underway. There's no more running now. Shawn Michaels hangs him up, and Michaels might take this opportunity to go to the top. Shawn Michaels from the top. He has not skipped a beat. Big E saw it coming. Maybe the apprentice has learned a couple of things. Maybe he has watched a little bit of tape, and Michaels is in big trouble. Big E with a suplex, and Big E is dominant. And Big E now, what is this? Big E's going to pick him up, powerbomb, but no, Michaels is fighting out. Michaels is fighting out, looking for a beautiful neck breaker. Floats over on it perfectly, and Big E gets caught again. And Shawn Michaels is taking back control. And Michaels calling him on, and look at, oh, double axe handle, no. Big E saw it coming. Big E saw it coming. And now Big E, massive tidal wave splash. He got all of it. Hook of the outside leg here, Big E. He's drawn it. Oh, I thought he'd drawn a 3 count, but he only drew a 2. And now Big E likes it. He's starting to rise up here. No, Michaels, he countered the German suplex. Big E slow to get back to his feet, but Michaels sees him. Michaels now running in and sends him to the outside. A tense battle between these two, and Shawn Michaels now going to the outside. Big E Langston could be in a bit of trouble here. Michaels, sends him right off the announce table at ringside. And again, Big E set off. And now Michaels is really going to work on the big man. And Michaels is just going to the outside, not afraid to get down and dirty. Shawn Michaels, he knows what he's got to do. Michaels is going to break the count to make sure he can maximize this punishment here. DDT on the outside will do it. That will do it. Big E is down. Referee is only at a count of 2 because Michaels broke the count, and he drops the elbow from the apron to the floor. And Big E Langston, in front of this capacity crowd here on night 1 of WrestleMania, is in a hell of a lot of trouble. Shawn Michaels is going right after Big E here, and he's dissecting him. And now he wants him up to his feet. Michaels could be thinking some sweet chin music here, but no, Big E, look at the power, he shoves him down, and Big E screams in his face and says, let's go. And Michaels is starting to realize just how heavy of a task this is to take on this giant man in Big E Langston. With all the athleticism, and look out, he's got him hooked up here, and he's smashing Michaels' head off the turnbuckle. And now Big E is going to pull him out of the corner the hard way. And Langston to the second rope. Here's an opportunity to splash. The running tidal wave splash didn't get it done before. The middle rope, and now he goes to the top. Big E willing to risk it all. He wants Michaels up to his feet now. And Big E Langston goes for it and lands the splash from the top. That's got to be it. All of that weight falling down on the shoulders of Michaels, but he somehow finds a way out. And Big E's not going to let him breathe. Float over, snaps the neck, and he's going to go for it again here. He's building it up. There it is again. He's going to have crushed ribs, and Big E is calling on Shawn Michaels now. He's going to look for the big ending, but no. Michaels out of the way. Michaels out of the way. Michaels desperate. Fighting on instinct now. This is why he's made such a massive name for himself at WrestleMania. This is why they call him Mr. WrestleMania. He digs into the reserves, and that's exactly what Michaels is doing. The sharpshooter is applied, but Big E pushes him out. Oh my God. Big E pushed him out, and then he flipped him over onto the apron, and classic Big E spears him through the middle rope. They are fired up in Las Vegas. Big E spears him through the middle rope. And Langston into the ring. He's going to try and pin him. It's the smartest thing you can do. 2, has he done enough? Michaels kicks out somehow, some way. He's able to kick out. And Big E, oh wait, hey, come on. Triple H said he wouldn't get involved, but hang on a second. Kofi Kingston was on standby. They are forever brothers. They are forever tight. Forget about the history. It's water under the bridge. Kofi says this has everything to do with me. and Triple H and Kingston. Oh, look out! Kofi Kingston coming to the aid of his brother. Trouble in paradise, and it could be trouble in D-Generation X. Kofi Kingston to the rescue. But very interestingly, no sign of Xavier Woods. But he is not required at the moment. Michaels is trying to get to his feet. Big E knows that the coast is clear. Oh, Michaels, he was playing possum. Michaels was playing possum. No, not like this. Pedigree to Big E. Pedigree to Big E. No, not like this. 2. Michaels wins it. No. Big E peels the shoulder off the canvas. Big E peels the shoulder off the canvas. And now Michaels is tuning up the band. Sweet chin music. No. Big E out of the way. Big E out of the way. Here's the opportunity. No. Michaels escapes the big ending. And he chops down the giant legs. Oh, and he caught it. Sweet chin music. Sweet chin music to Big E. 1, 2. Damn it. No, he kicks out. Yes! Big E Langston stays alive at WrestleMania. And Michaels has no idea why or how, but he knows that he's got some work to do when he sends him to the outside again. Michaels ain't gonna stop there. Michaels knows he's got to resort to some pretty drastic measures here, and Shawn Michaels is now stripping the announce table. Michaels is now stripping the announce table. And Michaels might be going to go for broke. We've seen him do this in the past. Shawn Michaels, oh no, Big E. Big E with the reversal. Big E with the reversal. And now Big E Langston. Big E Langston has him up. Big E Langston. Big ending. Big ending through the table. Big E Langston drops Shawn Michaels on his own sword. The apprentice covers the master. Has he done enough? He has. Big E Langston has vanquished the ghosts of his past thanks to a huge assist from his brother Kofi Kingston. Michaels falls on his own sword, looking to put Langston away. Big ending through the announce table was more than enough. Big E Langston is on a trajectory to the top. Wow. What a match. What a moment. Well, there's Xavier Woods. Kofi Kingston saying you eliminated me from the Andre Battle Royal earlier, and now you're not even coming out to back up Big E. An emotional night for Kingston, Woods and Langston. Kofi saying he forgives Woods for earlier. Xavier Woods not saying anything here. Yeah, you're right. Nobody wants it. Wow. Tension. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, your main event. It's Daniel Bryan versus Apollo Crews for the WWE Championship. That headlines your night 2. But that's night 2. We are set for our next contest. And it's gonna be a war. Drew McIntyre versus Kane. Hell in a Cell. The demonic Hell in a Cell has been lowered from the ceiling. The ceiling might be in danger of being blown off if WrestleMania continues like this, ladies and gentlemen. But the Scottish psychopath has found himself in these kinds of situations before. He found himself atop the Hell in a Cell where he was confronted by The Undertaker, a man who he would go on to face at Survivor Series in The Undertaker's final match ever. And much like Big E Langston thought that he was past all of his ghosts, another one reared its ugly head at the Royal Rumble for Drew McIntyre. Kane would return in the Royal Rumble match. He would take out Drew McIntyre, eliminate him. McIntyre would then go on to say that he wants the old Kane. He wants the sick, sadistic son of a bitch who would light people on fire on a whim, and well, that almost was the fate of this man. Kane attempted to burn him alive. So Drew McIntyre, much like he did to The Undertaker, wanted to bring Kane back where it all started, to end it all inside Hell in a Cell, a place where this man was born, a place where this man was molded. And Kane has not taken a backward step. Kane accepted in the only way Kane knows how, and that is with destruction. And now that cell will be lowered, locking these two men inside. McIntyre has brought him back where it all started to end it. Very few things in this industry are more terrifying than the cell being lowered. McIntyre Kane is underway, and here we go. Kane going straight at him, but McIntyre, he ain't taking a backward step. This is Hell in a Cell. There are no rules. It is pinfall or submission or render your opponent incapable of continuing. That is what it's all about. McIntyre getting underway here with Kane, and he's calling him on here. McIntyre saying, you get your ass up, and Kane certainly does, and then he just absolutely rocks him. Man, what a WrestleMania so far. And we are only just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. Still to come, your main event, The Fiend versus Samoa Joe for the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, look at this, McIntyre coming out. They're going to focus right in on this here, inside Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. We know that Kane made his debut in a Hell in a Cell. Drew McIntyre, much like Kane's brother, The Undertaker, has brought Kane back to a familiar place to try and end it all, where it all started. Now Kane again, trying to go at Drew McIntyre here, locked inside this demonic steel structure. McIntyre with a huge uppercut lands and a headbutt, and this is about as palpable as it gets, about as dangerous as it gets. We've seen Drew McIntyre in some really dangerous situations with the likes of Ciampa, Aleister Black, The Undertaker himself, and now Kane. But Drew McIntyre never shies away. Look at Kane trying to leap out of the way. Drew McIntyre landing that gut kick. McIntyre now is going right after Kane here, hammering away on the big red machine, and he has had a lot more offense than I perhaps expected, but that may be an error on my part, considering how good Drew McIntyre is and how tough he is. McIntyre really genuinely going to work here on Kane. Oh, Kane rocks him with the right hand. McIntyre not taking a backward step though, but Kane still rocking him here. Kane with a massive right hand, and then that back elbow right to the head of Drew McIntyre, and then hanging him up. This is just about as sick and sadistic as it gets inside Hell in a Cell. Kane just moving so deliberately, so monstrously towards this man, and oh, look out. It is a weapon in itself, the Hell in a Cell, and oh my God. Drew McIntyre having his head sent off all corners of this steel here, but McIntyre is still fighting back here against Kane, and he sends Kane's head into the mesh, into that unforgiving structure. And then he sends Kane right back into the ring, and this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. High stakes, high rewards. Think about what this does for Drew McIntyre if he's able to defeat Kane inside Hell in a Cell. McIntyre arguably should be the world champion right now. Oh, good Lord. McIntyre crashes and burns off the apron. Kane just moves so deliberately. Look at this. Again, McIntyre sent into the cell, and right off the post there. Kane just using the cell as a weapon to destroy McIntyre. Look at this, good Lord. McIntyre can only stand so much of this. Being stuck inside this cell. No, look out. Oh! McIntyre up against the cell, and Kane is just throwing him around. This is hard to watch. Kane, that headbutt, that could be even worse. Bouncing your skull off Kane's skull could be even worse than even hitting the steel. Kane with that shot there. Just a slap to the back of the head. And Kane is just dominating him all over the Hell in a Cell at the moment. But McIntyre, he's still up for the fight, and he gets Kane into the ring, and he's just swinging wildly here. I think the first one missed, the next two didn't. And Kane's going to go at him here. But Kane rolls him through, and this is absolutely classic Kane. Dominating Drew McIntyre entirely now. It started off in McIntyre's favour, you would say, but now it's Kane all over here. This is not good. Kane is absolutely dominating this match. Rolls him through again. And Kane is really picking up the pace now. And McIntyre is really struggling to go with him. McIntyre struggling back to his feet here. Kane wants him to come back in the ring, and McIntyre's coming back for the fight. You know he will. He delivers a right hand to Kane. Kane turns around and says, I'm not having any of that. He drops him down, and now Kane is going to the top. He's going to the top. He'll almost touch the roof. He's that tall. The Big Red Machine going for a classic clothesline. And Drew McIntyre is struggling here. Kane is stalking McIntyre. Kane looking for the patented choke slam. He has him up, and down he goes. Choke slam to Drew McIntyre into the cover here. Two isn't enough to put him away. McIntyre's able to kick out. It is all about survival. And McIntyre is barely, and I mean barely, surviving right now. This is Kane's playground. This is where he feels most at home. And again, McIntyre crashing off the cell. Kane, again, that slow, deliberate pace is just got to be so demoralizing when you're in there with him. He is almost a literal machine. McIntyre turns around. Oh, I think McIntyre might have had enough here. McIntyre, oh my God! McIntyre just sent Kane directly through the cell. And Kane is back to his feet. But the lunatics may have just escaped the asylum. Hell in a Cell is designed to keep you inside, but they are out now. McIntyre sent Kane flying through the cell. And now they're outside in amongst the masses here. And this is not good. Oh, Kane being sent off. That may have turned the match here. Drew McIntyre throws Kane. Oh, jeez. I think Kane just went hurtling over the barricade into the crowd here. We're trying to get our cameras in position here. Kane is out of the crowd. McIntyre is following him, and these two are fighting through the masses here of the Allegiant Stadium. Sold out. There ain't much room to move out there. McIntyre and Kane are fighting through the crowd here. They are out in amongst the masses, and Drew McIntyre has Kane on it, and where the hell is taking him here? I don't think they've got... Wait a minute. Nikki Cross on the ramp. I think Drew McIntyre and Kane went under the stage or something. They're fighting out into the crowd, but more importantly, Nikki Cross has Toni Storm here. They were set to do battle later tonight. They were set to do battle later tonight, but Nikki Cross must have seen the Hell in a Cell that looks very familiar from last time out at WrestleMania Philadelphia when she faced Emma inside of one. And Nikki Cross is just screaming, ranting and raving at Toni Storm here. It is time to try and fight to survive here, but what the hell? This is not an official match. But that's the unpredictable nature of Nikki Cross. Cross and Storm have fought all the way down to the ringside area where the Hell in a Cell is resting, and it is open, mind you, because of Drew McIntyre and Kane. It is wide open, and these two women are fighting right beside it. And this is going to feel incredibly dangerous for Toni Storm, but she's taking the fight. Nikki Cross brought her out here. What the hell does she mean by that? Oh, no. Toni, for God's sake. Toni, don't do this. We're trying to rebuild the announce table that Big E just destroyed, so we've only got one at ringside for now. But Toni Storm has scaled the Hell in a Cell. Nikki Cross is down, but now she gets to her feet. She looks above her. And Nikki, I think Toni wants to play. She's calling her up. This is incredibly dangerous, and Nikki Cross is going to climb. This is not an official match. Nikki Cross brought Toni Storm out to the ring because she saw the Hell in a Cell as a playground, and Nikki Cross has followed Toni Storm to the top. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Toni Storm and Nikki Cross standing on top of Hell in a Cell. But hang on a second, that's Emma. Emma's run down to ringside here. Emma got thrown off the Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania Philadelphia by that very woman, Nikki Cross. Toni Storm is facing her fear. This is insanity. What the hell is going through Emma's head? And Nikki's saying, come up and play. And she's talking to Toni Storm. And now she's just mocking Emma, who's clearly does not want to go up there. I mean, why would you? It pretty much ended your entire career at the last WrestleMania. Hold on, no! Nikki Cross says, well, she doesn't want to play, but we still can. No! Nikki Cross, no, not again. Not again, not 2 years in a row, for God's sake. But Emma's going to face her fear, and Emma's going to climb the cage. Emma is climbing the cell. And oh, jeez. Oh, Nikki Cross is just playing games here. But this ain't a friggin' game. You're toying with careers, you're toying with lives. Emma's gonna do it. Emma's going up the top. Emma is going up the top for the first time since WrestleMania Philadelphia, where Nikki Cross damn near killed her. And Nikki Cross thought she is just absolutely out of her mind, but uh-oh. Toni Storm, Emma, both surround Nikki Cross. They both surround Nikki Cross. Lord knows where Kane and Drew McIntyre are right now. We're trying to find them. But we've got a situation here on top of the cell. Nikki Cross is screaming and ranting and raving. And now look at Emma. Emma's getting her some of Nikki Cross. Revenge is sweet. And now they're working together on top of the cell. Look out. Oh. Toni Storm picking up Nikki Cross off the double team with Emma. It's full circle for Emma. And now Toni Storm is taking her to the side. Oh, no, wait, yeah, don't do it. Nothing's worth that. Nothing is worth that. Not even Emma wants that to happen to someone that she hates with a passion, someone who took her career away from her. Oh, no. Emma says, don't throw her off. Let me throw her ass off. Oh my God, surely not. Emma, a woman who had her livelihood taken away by Nikki Cross, now wants the ultimate revenge. You've got to be kidding me. Emma, no. She's got to be thinking twice about it. She's got to be thinking twice about it. Oh my God. Nikki Cross, no. Emma, think about it. Think about it. Oh my God. Nikki Cross was sent from hell to a deeper hell. There are no words. Emma has silenced the demons, faced her fears, and Emma has thrown Nikki Cross to hell. I can't believe it. Nikki Cross hasn't moved. The EMTs are rushing out from ringside here. Toni Storm was brought down to ringside because Nikki Cross saw the Hell in a Cell. Emma, I don't even know if she knows what she's done here. Toni Storm says, let's get the hell out of here. I don't know how she feels. There obviously won't be a match between her and Nikki Cross tonight. But Emma, looking back at WrestleMania Philadelphia, but now perhaps can look forward to a brighter future. What the hell have we just seen? The EMTs are taking Nikki Cross away as we speak. We're trying to find, wait a minute, out the crowd. Out of the crowd, you've got to get a camera out the crowd. Drew McIntyre and Kane are out the crowd here, again. They have fought all the way around the building here. Drew McIntyre and Kane have come back towards ringside. The medical staff here in the arena have taken Nikki Cross away. She is getting medical treatment. I think she's going to need more than that. Oh, look out, Kane and Drew McIntyre have fought all the way back to ringside here. It is just absolute chaos here at WrestleMania. That broken table that once saw Nikki Cross crash through it. Oh my God, McIntyre is busted wide open here. This is absolute insanity. Hell in a Cell, you always believed will cause some kind of carnage. We had no idea this much though. McIntyre has just wandered straight into the Hell in a Cell. He is bleeding and Kane is throwing him back in the ring here. What the hell have we just seen? We just saw Nikki Cross get thrown up. And now look at this, Kane. Oh my God, Kane. He's suffocating through McIntyre here at the moment, who is busted wide open, and Kane is almost suffocating him. And Drew's gonna fight him. He's gonna fight back, and he does. The Scottish psychopath, but Kane's gonna look for the tombstone. Kane's gonna look for the tombstone, but no! Drew McIntyre! Tombstone to Kane! Tombstone to Kane! And a bloody McIntyre turns around! Can he find it? Claymore! 1, 2, McIntyre defeats Kane inside Hell in a Cell in one of the most chaotic events I've perhaps ever seen in my life. That's WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. As unpredictable as ever, and Drew McIntyre, interestingly, as he did with The Undertaker at Survivor Series, no celebration. And he says thank you. Perhaps Drew McIntyre knows something that we don't. Kane rises from the ashes. And perhaps Drew McIntyre did in fact bring Kane back to where it all started. To end everything. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I want to thank each and every person who supports the channel. Videos like this take a hell of a lot of work, and without the support of literally everybody, it would never, ever be possible. We've reached heights that I could never, ever imagine, and this is a real celebration of all of that. Being able to present WrestleMania to you all, it literally wouldn't be possible without the love and support of each and every one. From both the Patreon, main event, mid-car, opening the show, it doesn't matter. Superstar, established rookie, everyone is appreciated. I thank you all, and here's to an even brighter future. Stephanie McMahon apologising that Toni Storm didn't get a chance to wrestle her big WrestleMania match, but she may have just had one of the biggest WrestleMania moments I've ever seen. Toni Storm says you don't need to be sorry about anything. I wanted to cement my legacy, and she did that. I don't think anyone's going to forget that in a hurry. She didn't get to defend the championship. She sure as hell defended herself. What a moment. Don't feel bad for Nikki. Don't feel bad for Tony either. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the action is about to roll on. It's time for the Great One versus the one and only. And there's only one man that I wanted in charge of calling this action. Let's head to ringside to official JRJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been in Las Vegas before, and I'll tell you one thing right now. I have never felt the electricity that we have right here tonight inside of this arena. This stadium is absolutely electric. And up next, we have ourselves a huge pro wrestling contest. It does not get any bigger than this, folks. It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a long journey. I want you to strap in. I want you to get ready for what's going to be an incredible roller coaster ride. My name is official JRJ, but that doesn't matter. What does matter is what we are about to see. We are going to see a once in a lifetime pro wrestling contest on the grand stage of WrestleMania. And coming on out first, he is the one and only Ricochet. Ricochet is a once-in-a-lifetime performer, but so is his opponent. Ricochet is, well, maybe arguably the face of this generation. And of course, Ricochet's opponent, who we'll discuss here in just moments' time, is definitely arguably the face of his generation. It's a battle of generations right here tonight in Las Vegas. You can see the very flashy entrance for Ricochet, and that's what it's all about here tonight at WrestleMania. Of course, you have the glitz and the glamour, but really, it comes down to what you can do inside the 20 by 20. Listen to that reaction, because out comes the Great One, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, WWE performer in WWE history. Tonight, it's the one and only versus the Great One. It's the best of all time versus the best of this time. Of course, cat and mouse. Anything you can do, I can do better. That's what we're getting right here tonight, folks. The Rock, he wants this match. Ricochet, he wants this match. The fans, they want this match. And you're gonna get this match. Listen to this place. Listen to the ovation for The Rock. The Rock is, well, one of the very few performers that have been able to, well, just absolutely take the wrestling world by storm and take the movie industry by storm. I mean, he's been in incredible films like Jumanji and so many other films that we don't even need to name because he's been in so many box office films that everybody is going to know. And ladies and gentlemen, also some films, some movies that The Rock has done here in the WWE are classics with the Stone Colds or the John Cenas. And well, he's going to be creating another movie here tonight against Ricochet. Once again, it's the best of this time versus the best of all time. The Rock, Ricochet. Ladies and gentlemen, it's up next. My goodness. Listen to this place. It is now officially official. Here we go, folks. Ricochet, The Rock, one-on-one. You can hear the chant there from Las Vegas and what they want The Rock to do to Ricochet. But here we go. We're off to the races now. The Rock is manhandling Ricochet. Says, come on, kid. Show me what you got. All this talk leading up to this very moment. It all started out with a tweet. And here we are. The Rock taking down Ricochet here. Look at this jam-packed stadium. Las Vegas is ready for this one. I have a feeling that we're going to be seeing yet another wrestling classic. Another WrestleMania moment. But the question is, will Ricochet get his first big WrestleMania moment? Or will The Rock just add another coin to the collection? Oh, here we go. Ricochet now turning the tables here on The Rock. And Ricochet, something you wouldn't exactly expect from him, taking down the bigger opponent, that being The Rock. But just like that, Dwayne Johnson, big counter there by Ricochet. We're back to square one. Here we go. The Rock says, bring it, kid. Prove to me. While there's the comparisons between us two. Oh, here we go. Ricochet dumping Rock to the outside like yesterday's garbage. Ricochet looking to take flight, and Rock says, nah, not today, not in my house on the grand stage of WrestleMania. Just bring it, says Rocky. I can tell you one thing, Ricochet will bring it. He's not like The Rock. I mean, maybe he's like young Rock, but not like current Rock, that's for sure. Ricochet will take the underhanded tactics if necessary, but right now, doing the honorable thing, back in the ring we go, and oh my, Ricochet overpowering The Rock. Welcome to night one of WrestleMania. What a night it's been already, of course, and our official in this one is Jessica Carr, doing a great job breaking things up here. Once again, Ricochet overpowering the Great One. Yet again, Jessica Carr breaking things up. But again, what a night it's been all night thus far. This is truly a main event level match. It could main event WrestleMania if we didn't already have so many other incredible matches, such as world title matches, just across the WrestleMania card in general. And oh my goodness. And there we go, the disrespect of Ricochet. Hold up, Ricochet, off the ropes we go. Look at our drop kick. Rock says, nuh-uh, not today, kid. And here we go. The pace is picking up. This is what we can expect here in this one. And oh, looking for a big strike. Ricochet says, nuh-uh, off the ropes we go. And uh-oh, Rock catching him. And my goodness, a jackknife-like powerbomb there. Shades of Kevin Nash. Rock absolutely manhandling Ricochet. Here we go, Arch up in the corner. Rocky from the corner, but no. Big counter there by Ricochet. Ricochet now looking to roll up the Rock, looking to steal one here at WrestleMania. Can he do it? One, and no. A kick out at one by Rocky. And oh, here we go, counter for counter. You love to see it. And here we go. Whatever you can do, I can do better. Cat and mouse game like I mentioned earlier, and no. It's Ricochet kicking out. You gotta wonder, the ring rust that Rock has been so long since The Rock has competed, just in a wrestling match in general. Nonetheless, here at WrestleMania, the biggest stage there is in all of pro wrestling, you can't debate it. And oh my, massive counter there by Ricochet. Once again, counter for counter, and now Ricochet showboating, says, bring it, kid. And Rock is not gonna have any of it. Here we go. Big clothesline in the corner, down goes the one and only, and look at that. I told you, man, they are going to put on an absolute movie. And uh-oh, Ricochet backslide. Here we go, Jessica Carr in for the cover. Two. No, my goodness me, you talk about close. It doesn't get any closer than that. In an eye-to-eye meeting there. And oh, my goodness me. Big time takedown there by Ricochet. He's so quick, obviously has the advantage there. In the speed area, this one, Rock has the power advantage, but uh-oh, look at that. Ricochet looking to take flight yet again, and this time he connects. Unlike the original attempt earlier on in this match, down goes The Rock. Ricochet now, here we go. Going into the danger zone. From the top, and no water in the pool. Big time counter from The Rock, and my goodness me, you talk about a takedown. They don't come any more powerful than that of The Rock, man. If you're creating somebody in a video game or a lab, whatever, of the perfect pro wrestler, the guy that's going to come out is, well, The Rock. One of the reasons why he's been the top guy for so many years, and Ricochet is looking to, well, destroy that legacy. This is a battle of just future and past, or present and past. Ricochet is looking to create his own legacy at the expense of The Rock. looking to expose The Rock here. Down goes the Great One. Here we go. The one and only now. Like a shark in the pool, he smells blood. In the ocean, rather. I would hope a shark's not in a pool, but down goes The Rock. This crowd is on their feet. Ricochet now. Oh, my goodness me. Ricochet's been on a good 2-minute or so offense reign. The Rock's been playing defense, and Ricochet is absolutely bringing it to the captain of Team Bring It. And oh my goodness, just like that, The Rock. Vintage Rock here at WrestleMania. An incredible spine buster, but oh my goodness me, a huge uppercut there from Ricochet. Ricochet now, here we go. Irish whip, right over the top we go. And now Ricochet, but no. Big time kick there, very agile move from The Rock. And now The Rock, oh, looking for the Rock bottom. Ricochet says, no, it all started with the Rock bottom, and a tweet, of course, from The Rock. And now here we go, Ricochet gonna dump Rock over, but Rock still hangs on, and Ricochet one step ahead, perhaps, here tonight. Ricochet proving why he is the present, and he's really exposing The Rock's ring rust here. Or perhaps just exposing the new generation of pro wrestlers. My goodness. He's proving the new generation of pro wrestlers and what it takes to be inside the 20 by 20. Maybe The Rock doesn't have what it takes anymore. Is that the question that we have to ask this late in the match? Uh-oh. Ricochet firing the guns. Here we go. And oh my goodness me. The Rock, massive counter. Here we go on the shoulders. And oh, Samoan drop there. Paying homage there to the Samoan legacy that The Rock is a part of it. Here we go. The Rock looking for the Rock bottom yet again. And Ricochet yet again driving the elbow to the side of the skull. And Ricochet, oh my goodness. I thought he was going to go for the Rock bottom, but no. Faking it's all out and just going to do it too. No. My goodness. We're on the edge of our seats, aren't we? What a WrestleMania match again. This is a main event caliber match. An incredible fight. These two are putting on an absolute clinic. Now here we go. The Rock taking down Ricochet. Rock now bringing Ricochet up to his feet. Here we go. Irish whip from The Rock. And now, what's Dwayne Johnson looking for here? Oh my goodness me. The tornado DDT to Ricochet in the corner. The Rock is all types of fired up here, baby. Here we go. The Rock doing things that we're not used to. Rock bottom. We're used to that, I can tell you that. Ricochet, however, is not. That is all she wrote here at WrestleMania. That's going to do it. No, it's not. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. That was The Rock's best shot. And Ricochet just kicked out. This is one of those matches that you lose your voice on. So we'll see how this journey goes. But what a counter there from Ricochet. And now going into the high rent district here. The Rock is on Loopy Lane. He is on Loopy Lane. Rock is in a what's at him. And down goes The Rock. Both men are down here. Both men are down here in the center of the ring at WrestleMania. This is awesome is correct. What did I tell you? We're going to see an incredible match here, as we already have been. This is a movie. This is art. This is WrestleMania. It's what you can expect. There is no filler. It's just banger after banger after banger. Oh my. Here we go. The Rock says bring it. Is Ricochet going to oblige? Rock big strikes here to the face of present-day pro wrestling. And oh, by looking for that big strike on Ricochet says, nuh-uh, what do you think you're doing? My goodness. Incredible strike there from Ricochet, though. Another big strike. Rock's on Loopy Lane. He's fatigued here on the ropes. And my goodness me, what a kick. Down goes The Rock. What's Ricochet looking for here? Oh my goodness me! Top rope springboard moonsault and a standing moonsault. Ricochet is incredible. Oh my goodness me. Ricochet, now here we go. Oh no, the People's Moonsault, of course, a play off the Rock signature move. The People's Elbow, is that going to do it? Shoots the half, 2 and 3, no! Well, you had to expect it, didn't you? You had to expect that The Rock was not going to go down easy. Even after all this time of being away from the 20 by 20, The Rock is one of the greats for a reason. He's not going to give up just like that. Oh my goodness. Big springboard kick there, disaster kick. Whatever you want to call it, that was a dangerous kick. Now, Ricochet dragging the carcass here of The Rock. Surefire Hall of Famer. One of the greatest to ever lace up the boots. Is The Rock on his way out of this match? Is he on the way to losing here to Ricochet? Ricochet, but no, perhaps was going to go for his version of the Rock Bottom. But I'll tell you, Ricochet just hit the bottom there with a huge spine buster. And oh, The Rock's going to show you how it's done, kid. Here we go. Off the ropes we go into a little vintage Rocky the People's Elbow. Shoots the half. That could very well be it for Ricochet here at WrestleMania. No! Of course. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ricochet just like that. He's back to his feet. Ricochet, massive counter. What on God's great earth just happened? This match went from maybe a level 7 to over 9,000. What a match. Ricochet flying with the best of them. That is going to do it to seal the deal. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Ricochet is victorious. The one and only has defeated the great one. The best of this time has defeated the best of all time. Incredible. As we see some of these huge highlights right here, was ironically the beginning of the end. I know it's ironic because the signature move of The Rock, Ricochet perched up, and almost immediately after the count turned into that huge kick, and right there, my goodness, incredible. Once again, the one and only has defeated the great one. Their first ever encounter, and it was here at WrestleMania. We just witnessed pure art. We just witnessed history. The Rock doesn't know what has hit him. Ricochet, he's very aware of what this means. Defeating The Rock is almost like winning a world championship title, isn't it? One of the greatest to ever do it. The Rock returns here in an incredible story, but at the end of the day, it was not enough to put away Ricochet. Ricochet proves that, well, perhaps superstars like The Rock, the greats of the past, just can't do it. They just don't have what it takes to compete with today's modern-day pro wrestler. An incredible match. Thank you so much for having me here at WrestleMania in Las Vegas. We still have so much more to go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we can reveal to you exclusively that the Raw, SmackDown, and NXT after WrestleMania will consist of the first ever WWE Draft. It's coming your way. All 3 brands will get shaken up. You don't want to miss it. Absolutely massive announcement. The draft is on its way, but ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania rolls on. Thank you so much to Official DRJ for calling the action. But now it's time for the Tag Team Championship match. It's the American Grapplers Association versus Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan. And the AGA, you can see there the Raw Tag Team Championship is on their nameplate, but they aren't holding those championships. You might ask yourself why. Well, it's because they were stolen. They were hijacked, and they've spent the last couple of months trying to get them back. Tonight, they want to fight on their turf this time because they went to the Funhouse. It didn't work. This time, they want revenge, but they want it on their terms. Uh-oh. It seems as though there's some fireflies in the audience. It's always so eerie. Wait. Well, the tag team championships are in the ring, and there's no sign of Rowan and Strowman here. Well, I mean, this is what they were waiting for. This is what they wanted. Uh-oh. Well, they picked up the championships and the lights went out again. Is that it? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman in very familiar masks. And Lorcan and Thatcher there, they're getting the hell out of there. I think that's probably the smartest thing you can do, is just get the hell out of here. Rowan and Strowman, well, they've handed the championships back, but what are they doing? Are they challenging them? Have they accepted this challenge to fight for the titles on their turf? And Thatcher and Lorcan look at each other. And I think they're going to go. I think they're going to leave. That would be... No. They're dropping the titles. They want to go. The AGA want to fight. Rowan and Strowman versus the AGA might just be on here. Referee Jessica Carr is running down to ringside. She's in the ring. She's grabbing the championships and she's raising them. This is an official match. Finally, we're going to get to see it here. Rowan and Strowman versus the AGA is underway. And here we go. Oh, look out straight away. Only Lorcan, they said they wanted to fight him for it. They said, you want these championships, you come and fight him and you take them properly. And Lorcan is trying to take the big man down, sends him into the corner. Oh, look out. Eric Rowan set him back, and Rowan, oh God, he loaded up that enormous right hand. He loaded up that enormous right hand. Jack in the draw here is only Lorcan, and now Lorcan grabs that chin here, grabs him by the beard, that thick red beard. And now look out, sent him to the outside though. Just the power, the overwhelming power. Referee administering the count here as Lorcan tries to recover. Lorcan, oh wait, well, he took out Braun Strowman by the legs, jumps back in the ring, but that probably wasn't a great idea because Rowan was waiting, and Rowan picks him up and drops him down, and that'll break a rib or two. That'll break a rib or two, and Lorcan trying to get back to his feet here, but the tag made. Tag made, and now it's Thatcher. Lorcan says, I ain't having none of that. I'll try and nurse my ribs here, and Thatcher coming straight at Strowman here. These enormous men, they mean business here. Look at this, he grabs him by the throat. They're sick. A sadistic tag team of Braun and Strowman. That shot to the gut. Braun Strowman has just been manipulated and mind controlled by Bray Wyatt into procuring championships, because Wyatt, his only goal was to get back that World Heavyweight Championship. He's got that opportunity in just a moment's time. It seems as though he has brainwashed these two into feeling the same as he does, that it's everything, that unless they don't have their shiny toys, as they call them, they're going to continue this horror that they have bestowed upon Raw. They have just hijacked the show to the point of Shane McMahon almost losing his mind, and now with the draft being thrown in, the Raw, SmackDown and NXT, after this showpiece event, this incredible weekend, will be completely shaken up. And look at this. Oh, that's a beautiful throw. That's technique. And now he's got that arm. He can try to break that arm. He can try and break that arm of Braun Strowman. But look at that unbelievable power here from Braun Strowman. And he just sends him down. And Strowman, oh no, look out. He doesn't care. They are just after pain here. That's all they want. But Thatcher, that gave him a little opening here. And now Timothy Thatcher can throw. And now he's going to throw again. Look at that chop. Oh, yes. The welts across the chest here of Braun Strowman. But he sends it back with a massive right hand. And then a shot. And double underhooks here. But Thatcher, he's a brilliant professional wrestler. And the headbutt still can't take him down. And Thatcher got him this time. That rocked the big man. And Timothy Thatcher now can throw him into the corner. The AGA, they just wanted a fair fight. They just wanted the opportunity to defend their tag team titles in a fair fight. They're getting it here. And I tell you what, they're thriving. Look out. Oh, that could break you in half. Tag team move for a change. And it just kicks out at nothing. You got a long way to go here. You have a hell of a long way to go here as he's trying to take him down, trying to wear down the big man. But look at that, just straight away. Strowman powers out. You can't keep him down. Just because of the sheer size, and that rocked him. That absolutely rocked him, and that rocked him as well. Now Braun Strowman is going to show that power and just drape him over the top rope. Man, how dominant Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman have been. They have held these tag team championships captive. They handed them back to the AGA for about a minute and a half. Then they got in the ring, made the challenge, and of course AGA are here to fight. They've always said that they're here to fight, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to fight to the death. They wanted this, they asked for this, and they got this. And now, yeah, look at this, right over the traps there. That shoulder just trapped under that giant hand. He's squeezing the life out of only Lorcan here, but Lorcan, he swept the leg out from underneath him, and Lorcan now can get the tag to Thatcher, the fresher man, no doubt. And now Thatcher into the ring, and a massive shot right to the back of the head, takes the big man down, and Thatcher is hammering away here on the larger Eric Rowan, and just smashing his head off the canvas here. Got a beautiful view of the punishment that Thatcher is trying to deliver, and this is what you've got to do. It's all about volume. You've got to hit him with a volume of shots to try and knock the big man out somehow. Try and incapacitate him somehow, some way. You've got to try and do it. And Thatcher might be able to do it here with a... Oh, that's beautiful technique on the surfboard stretch here. Now this could be all over. This could be all over. Oh, look at it. It's just too heavy, though. He couldn't hold him, but he had to get out because that was almost a pinning combination. And a DDT lands him. Swipes him on his head. Just like that, Eric Rowan back in control. Man, what a night we've had. Still to come, the main event, World Heavyweight Championship. Has a lot to do with the two men that are in control of this match right now, in fact. Their leader. Oh, look at this. Oh, good Lord. Look at this, just absolutely hammering away on Timothy Thatcher. Now Eric Rowan is going to bring him out the hard way. Oh, look at that. Everything they do hurts so much. Braun Strowman is now in control, and Braun Strowman's going to show off his power here. They are firmly in control. Thatcher in big trouble. Maybe they should have made away with the championships when they could have, but that's just not how Thatcher and Lorcan roll. The AGA came in. They pinned these two men off an assist from the AOP, who of course have been embroiled with Rowan and Strowman as well. They actually went to the Funhouse as well to try and get those tag team championships back on Raw so they could challenge the AOP for those titles. But instead, they got met with a barrage of force as well, much like this now. And Strowman in control, and Strowman actually acknowledging the crowd for once, and it may have cost him because here comes only Lorcan. Here comes Lorcan trying to knock the big man down, but he couldn't. Lorcan trying to line him up. The European uppercuts can't take him down. Lorcan, he will not wilt though. Lorcan will keep throwing, and that's exactly what he's doing here. And only Lorcan sent him into the corner. Lorcan sent him into the corner. He managed to get the big man down, and Lorcan, look at the power here. Oh my God. He swept that leg out from underneath only Lorcan, and now Lorcan is in huge trouble. Sent into the corner in a very slow, deliberate style. Little shades of Kane here. throwing him out. No, oh no, he caught the arm. This is not good. Thatcher's up to his feet, but it may well be too late. Good Lord. Referee Jessica Carr distracted by Timothy Thatcher. I don't even think they care about winning this match. In fact, look out, he just wants to punish Thatcher. He brings him in the hard way. Both men are down here. Both men are down, but Thatcher's going to fight. Thatcher has to fight. He's got no choice. And Timothy Thatcher now is going to roll him through. And he ends up on top of Oney Lorcan, but referee Jessica Carr is deeming that it's not a legitimate pinfall. She's refusing to count because, well, Oney Lorcan's up anyway. Oney Lorcan's up anyway, and he's not only up, he's going up to the top rope. And now Lorcan wants him to his feet. You can see Strowman somewhat panicking on the outside. Lands the drop kick. And Lorcan, he ain't done there. Lorcan's going to go up to the other side. Lorcan is a house of fire here. Lorcan is a house of fire, and he's up again with another drop kick. Oney Lorcan is cooking here at WrestleMania. He's finding it when he absolutely had to. And Lorcan puts him into the corner. Lorcan's building a head of steam here that might be impossible to go with. If you're Eric Rowan, here he comes again. Oney Lorcan. Forget the Strowman Express. It's the Lorcan Express in Vegas. Look at this guy go. Oney Lorcan is smashing. He is smashing Eric Rowan. Lorcan is beating the holy hell out of a man who has brought him so much hell. Here he comes again. Lorcan on fire. And Lorcan now. He's worn him down. Triangle choke applied. Referee Jessica Carr is asking a very, very important question right now. Eric Rowan is in big trouble. Jessica Carr is continuing to ask the question, and it is a very valid one. Lorcan has it cinched in. It doesn't matter how big you are. Strowman somewhat panicking. Oh, wait a minute. Akam and Razor are here. Look out. The AOP are here, and they are decimating Braun Strowman, much like they did the last time. Jessica Carr can't see it. She's asking the question. These two men are getting their own pound of flesh here tonight. The AOP are destroying Braun Strowman. Still in the clutches of Oney Lorcan. And the AOP have done the damage. They have laid out Braun Strowman. You can consider this one 2-on-1 now. Strowman has been decimated by that steel chair, much like the tag team gauntlet on Monday Night Raw. But no, Eric Rowan is powering out somehow here, punching almost through the ropes. And Eric Rowan now, but no, Lorcan is still fighting. It's 2-on-1 here. You've got to chop the big man down. You've got to chop the big redwood down. There he comes. They both crash and burn to the outside. Lorcan is doing everything in his power to try and take the big man out. They wanted a fair fight, and I think Turnabout is indeed fair play in this situation. The AOP have rendered Braun Strowman unable to compete. He's out on the outside. This is the opportunity. This is the chance for the AGA. You've got to do it. Bring him in. Put him away. Here we go. They're chopping him down. They're chopping him down. Timothy Thatcher with the chance here. Fujiwara Bar is locked in. Fujiwara Bar is locked in, but no, he's so big, he's so powerful, he's unstoppable. Picks him up, God almighty. He crashes and burns, and he drops Lorcan to the outside. Eric Rowan is going to do it by himself here. Surely he can't. Oh, he kicks out. Timothy Thatcher is able to kick out. And Eric Rowan is stalking. He's stalking, but no. The numbers advantage. The numbers advantage is in the face of Eric Rowan right now, and he drops him down. Is it a bridge too far for them to cross here? Thatcher with Strowman down on the outside. It's gotta be time. They're trying to cut the big redwood down, knee to the gut. We've seen it in so many matches. Morgan tells him to get out of the ring. The cover. Have they retained? He still kicks out, for God's sake. What on earth? What on earth are we witnessing here? Lorcan beating the hell out of him. And Lorcan is frustrated. He takes a look down there. Strowman is still down. He got decimated. And there we go again. Oh my God, he got straight back up. Eric Rowan ain't going out without a fight here. Eric Rowan is still throwing. He's coming straight back at him now. But no, Lorcan out of the way and takes him down again. Do it, Oni. Fight for what's right. Oni Lorcan. There it is. Standing blockbuster. 1, 2. No. He still kicks out. How the hell has he done that? He drags the big man over. He's trying to carry this big lump of a human over to the corner. And now Lorcan is stalking. Look out. There we go. Middle rope blockbuster this time. Will that be enough? I don't think Lorcan thinks it is. They've got to finish him off for good. They tag in. Do it, boys. Give us what's right. Return the tag titles back where they belong. The cover. 1, 2. ATA retain, but they bring the titles home. That's what it's all about. Oni Lorcan, Timothy Thatcher will restore order on Monday Night Raw. The rightful tag team champions. That's WrestleMania. That's what it's all about. The tag titles return home to the American Grapplers Association. What a contest. What an assist from the AOP. Oh boy, that was a hell of a match. Strowman rendered unable to get up. It took a hell of a lot of chopping down for the big man. But Eric... Oh no. I can't imagine the Fiend is terribly happy about any of this. There aren't many words you can say to describe the eerie feeling in this building, ladies and gentlemen. The Fiend enters the WrestleMania stage off the back of his disciples failing in their attempt to capture the gold. And this is as eerie a scene as you could ever imagine. Carrying the severed head of his former self. Bray Wyatt has claimed that him losing the World Heavyweight Championship to Apollo Crews at the Royal Rumble before WrestleMania Philadelphia caused a shift. He says he's been taken prisoner in his own mind, because as he has a left and right hand, he believes that that World Heavyweight Championship was part of him. And when he lost it, he severed the head of his own self. And in his own psyche, created a monster. I shudder to think. And Strowman is down on the outside of the ring, and oh no, the Fiend is stalking Braun Strowman. Oh my God. No, don't turn around. This is not what you... Oh my God. Strowman and Rowan failed to bring home what the Fiend wanted. Now, oh no, Jesus Christ. Now the Fiend is eating his own here. Bray Wyatt has officially snapped here at WrestleMania, and look out again. This is about as disturbing as it gets, and oh no, Eric Rowan to a knee. No, not again. Braun Strowman, Eric Rowan are left down at the hands of this maniac for failing. The hell is going on here? This show has been completely hijacked by the demonic Bray Wyatt. Well, I don't see Eric Rowan or Braun Strowman at ringside. Where the hell are they gone? What the hell is happening here? Well, I think I do know what's happening now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. A man who doesn't take a backward step in the face of any monster. It's a monster himself. It's Samoa Joe, who has seen his cue to come to the ring in the face of evil. Samoa Joe has never taken a backward step in his life. He ain't starting in Vegas. Samoa Joe versus The Fiend. WrestleMania Night 1 main event for all the marbles. It tells you a little bit about Samoa Joe, doesn't it? We just witnessed something absolutely terrifying from The Fiend. And instead of waiting to see how it pans out, Joe walks to the friggin' ring and puts the championship on the line. It's your main event. It's Samoa Joe. It's the Fiend Bray Wyatt. It is underway. And that demonic look staring a hole in Samoa Joe. Oh my God. Well, I don't know what the hell to expect from this, but we know Joe ain't gonna take a backward step.
Let me in.
Joe is fading. He is fading here. Joe is in big trouble. He's going to lose the championship. The Fiend has just got Joe in his grasps. It's all over. Joe is barely moving. The referee's asking the question. He's going to have to call the match here. The referee's going to have to call the match. I have no idea what happened to Joe. He was just standing there in awe. The hell is he saying? What do you mean stop? Joe escapes, but he's telling him to stop. This crowd is stunned and Joe is saying, whatever you want, I'll give you whatever you want. What the hell is he talking about? What the hell is this? Joe says, I'll give you whatever you want. And what you need is to go back to hell. Oh, here he comes. Samoa Joe has lined up Bray Wyatt here. Joe has snapped back to reality or something. I have absolutely no idea what happened, but here comes Joe. The crowd was stunned. The Fiend just took care of Joe. Oh, Joe out. Oh, no. The Fiend just got up. The Fiend right back into the face of Samoa Joe. And oh, my God, what a shot. What a shot. Joe was just in some kind of trance, and then he got locked in that devastating mandible claw for almost too long, but he snapped back to reality somehow, and the referees administering the count. This is a regular singles match, believe it or not. And the Fiend has some kind of control over Samoa Joe. Oh my God. This has just been an unbelievable night at WrestleMania, capped off by some of the most insane things that we've perhaps ever seen here. But we still may have the most insane in the ring, staring down Samoa Joe. The Fiend is coming after Samoa Joe, and Joe is really, really out of his game here. I have no idea what happened at the start of the match. They locked up, they let go, and Joe was almost just standing there. He was just standing there. And then the Fiend locked in the mandible claw. And then Joe somehow was able to snap back to a little bit of reality here in front of this sold-out capacity crowd. The Fiend is just having his way with Samoa Joe. World Championship on the line. Main event night 1 WrestleMania. The Fiend is just circling his prey. He literally just took out Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan, banishing them seemingly from the funhouse because they failed to capture the tag team championships just moments ago. Now the Fiend is going to try and, oh my God, he is just decimating Samoa Joe here. When have you seen Samoa Joe in this kind of trouble, in this kind of jeopardy? Samoa Joe says that he ain't like the others, that the Fiend's mind games don't work. Well, they sure as hell seem to have here tonight. No, look out. He's looking to choke him out here, but no, the Fiend couldn't keep him down, and Samoa Joe will not be kept silent. He will not stay down. Samoa Joe is a different breed of cat, and here he comes. Joe is flying. Samoa Joe was always going to take the fight to Bray Wyatt. He's the only man that we have seen do this to the Fiend. And I'll tell you what, it was almost over within seconds. But Samoa Joe seems to have snapped into a bit of reality here, and now he's taking it to Bray Wyatt. Perhaps Joe, indeed, is not like anyone else. Perhaps these mind games do not work, but now you've just got to come and face this guy who's incredibly dangerous and incredibly physical as well. The Fiend now, oh my God, look at this. Oh, look at his elbows, good Lord. Fiend is such a different beast. We've never seen anything like it. Oh my God. Joe is just in such big trouble here. Wyatt, some kind of control over him to start the match, but now that we're in it, it just doesn't seem to even matter that Joe snapped out of it because the Fiend is so dangerous. Anyway, I feel like he could just end this at any time, and oh, Joe with the Uranagi out of the corner. Joe with the Uranagi out of the corner as the Fiend approached, and now Samoa Joe sends him into the corner. And Joe now back elbow. It's a guru combination. That stunned him. That stunned him. And Samoa Joe, look out. Another Uranagi. He got all of it as well. And he rolls him through. Covers the Fiend here. Doesn't even get a 1 count for God's sake. He doesn't even get a 1 count for God's sake. And he kicks him and he just rises straight back up. What the hell are you supposed to do? What the hell are you supposed to do? Look at Joe. He's exhausted. And he's just being stared down by this monster here. God almighty, what a headbutt that was. God almighty, what a headbutt that was. And Samoa Joe is busted wide open by that headbutt from the Fiend. And now, not only does he smell blood, but he can see it and taste it. And the Fiend looking for, oh no, wait. Joe with a counter. Unbelievable counter to Sister Abigail. Unbelievable counter to Sister Abigail. And Joe, with a crimson mask, is wrenching at the very mask of Bray Wyatt of the Fiend. He is wrenching at him. Wrenching at him here. But the Fiend breaks clear again. The Fiend breaks clear again. And now look out. Look out. God. Such an explosive move. Just stops Joe dead in his tracks here. Joe is busted open. What an unbelievable counter that was. That's the wrestling prowess of Samoa Joe, but you can have all the wrestling prowess in the world. What the hell do you do when you're being circled by someone like this psychopath? Oh, Joe's just going to fight out. Joe's just going to fight out and do whatever he can. He's a fighter at heart. And now, this is degenerated down into just that. It is just a fight. It is just a brawl here. Main event night 1 WrestleMania. It doesn't get any bigger than this. Look at this, oh my God. He's biting the wound of Samoa Joe. Tasting the blood of his victim. Tasting the blood of his prey. Now the Fiend again, look at this, another headbutt. Jesus. Joe just desperately rolls to the outside of the ring and the Fiend just follows him here. There are rules in this match, you wouldn't know it. Joe almost lost within seconds of it starting, and look out! Uranagi on the barricade. Bray Wyatt in control. I don't think that's Bray Wyatt. That ain't Bray Wyatt. This is some kind of demonic monster. He is just... Joe is just in so much pain right now. And right to the kidneys. Right to the kidneys, and now look at this. The Fiend enjoying this, he's reveling in the pain, and look at this, wrenching at the eyes and at that wound that he opened up with his own head. Think about the psyche of a man who's willing to open up a wound with his own head, to hurt himself just to bust someone else open. Now look how he picks him up, and there it is again, another Uranagi. It lands flush, and Joe is flush on the canvas. And Joe might be out on the canvas in just moments here. And this sick, sadistic son of a bitch is going to turn around, and Joe is rolling perilously close. This is not good, oh my God. Almost like a deadly tarantula. The Fiend is stalking Samoa Joe here. And the Fiend has Samoa Joe. It's time for Sister Abigail. No, Joe spun out. Joe spun out, he's got him. Coquina clutch. Coquina clutch is locked in. Samoa Joe has come in clutch with the Coquina clutch at the most desperate of times. When he needed it the most, he relied on his pure wrestling ability. In a very impure situation, Samoa Joe has found something here. Joe has the Coquina clutch locked in on the Fiend, but he breaks it again. Galway, the headbutt right turn open wound. The headbutt right turn open wound, and then another headbutt. Again, and Joe again is forced to bail. He's forced to seek refuge from this monster. Now, oh my God, sends him to the outside again. It has been an epic war. Almost between Joe and himself. Joe and his own psyche. But not only that, you've got a man lawn-darting you into the friggin' ring post with no remorse. And Wyatt is just stalking him, and now Wyatt, oh man, we've already repaired one and put it back after Big E. Now he's tearing the other one apart. And this is not good. We're at a count of 7 here. Now, Samoa Joe's going to fight back. Samoa Joe is going to fight back. And Joe is going to send him back in the ring. Joe wants to avoid a count out. He wants to banish the Fiend. He wants to end the Fiend here, right now. Joe with those kicks to the head. And Joe is throwing as many strikes as he possibly can. It's survival. It's nothing else. And Joe is just throwing. I think the Fiend is a little bit stunned here. Maybe he has worn him down. Maybe Joe has worn him down. No. Wyatt throws back. Yeah, and a massive uppercut sends him into the corner. And Wyatt, oh my God, look at these shots here. And Wyatt again. Oh, there's shots to the midsection. And now, again, biting that wound. And the Fiend lays out Samoa Joe. Now he's choking him. Ref, come on. At some point, the referee has to step in here. Look at this, he's choking. But he seems to be oddly aware of these rules. He seems to be adhering to them. Perhaps the lure of that championship, he knows he can't have it properly unless he wins this match properly. But he'll do it in his own way. The Fiend on the outside of the ring, and wait a minute, oh, well maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he doesn't give a damn about the rules. He has grabbed a sledgehammer from underneath the ring, and Samoa Joe is staring him down. And Jamal, look at this, he's almost willing him to hit him. Samoa Joe saying, I ain't like those other motherfuckers. I'm here to fight. So let's fight. And Joe, look out. Joe, Uranagi on the floor. Joe ain't like the rest of them, son. Samoa Joe's here to fight, and he sends him back in the ring to do it. Samoa Joe sent him back into the ring after Uranagi, and now Joe stares him down in the corner. Do it, Joe. This is your moment. Banish this son of a bitch. Muscle Buster. Muscle Buster to Wyatt. 1, 2. Joe retains. No. What the hell? Hell being the operative word. Joe could be fresh out of ideas. He lures, oh my God, what the hell? The Fiend is straight back up, and the mandible claw, just like the start of the match, is locked in, and the referee is asking a question. The referee is asking a question. Joe needs to fight with all of his life here, or there'll be no life left in his body, and he is. Joe escapes somehow. Oh my God, Joe missed a clothesline. He collected the referee. Joe missed the clothesline, and the Fiend, Fiend got out the outside here. This sick, sadistic son of a bitch knows the referee is down, and he has gone to the outside. He knows now that this is the opportunity. The referee just got collected by Samoa Joe. Oh no. And the Fiend grabs the sledgehammer. And look at this. Samoa Joe goes out to meet him. He says, I ain't like him. I'm willing to fight. Referee is still down. Joe willing to fight. The Fiend with the sledgehammer. He swings it. But Joe reversal. Joe with the reversal. And Joe is lining up the Fiend here. Joe is lining up the Fiend, and now he has the sledgehammer. Oh, how the tables have turned down. And he tried to swing it over, the Fiend got out of the way. The Fiend got out of the way. No, not on the outside. The Fiend kisses the bloody forehead and delivers Sister Abigail on the outside. He delivers Sister Abigail on the outside, and the Fiend has Samoa Joe exactly where he wants him. Oh no. The Fiend has that sledgehammer, and he's gonna use it. No! Samoa Joe, he pops up. The Fiend is stunned. Unbelievable. Joe now, Coquina clutch. Coquina clutch is locked in on the outside. The referee is still down, but Samoa Joe has the potential to choke the Fiend unconscious here. Samoa Joe has somehow, some way found a way to get into the impossible match to win. The referee is down and Joe has it in tight. Wyatt seems to be fading here. Joe has Wyatt in his clutches and he lets it go. I think the Fiend is out. But he's sure as hell gonna make sure of it. Oh my God, the very sledgehammer that the Fiend brought into the match is being driven in to the black heart of the Fiend. Samoa Joe is looking down at a man that many thought was impossible to kill, but he's sure as hell killing him here. Good Lord. Oh, right into the heart. And those last two, barely even moving him. Driving that sledgehammer into the cold, dead, black heart of Bray Wyatt. Samoa Joe is trying to muscle up the dead weight of Bray Wyatt to put him in the ring. Samoa Joe just drove a stake right through the devil himself, and Joe is trying to just pull the dead weight of the Fiend into the ring. The referee is stirring now. And into the ring. Samoa Joe has the Fiend where he wants him. The referee is up. Joe just needs to try and end him here any way he possibly can. He puts him into the corner. Samoa Joe says, I ain't like them, Mr. Wyatt. You have truly come up against the monster. Samoa Joe lowers the boom. Muscle Buster. 1, 2, Joe retains. Can you believe it? What the hell? Perhaps we have seen the last of the Fiend, perhaps we haven't. It's been a bizarre end, but it's been a hell of a ride. But one thing will always remain the same. That man, Samoa Joe, might well be the baddest man on planet Earth. A crimson mask. He drove the stake through the heart of the devil himself. And Samoa Joe, amidst all the devastation of WrestleMania Night 1, has prevailed, your World Heavyweight Champion.